ऐसा गाय गाय में करेगा तो सुभाष गाय हो जाएगा। थैंक यू मेरे भाइयों और बहनों, जितने भी लोगों ने नो साउंड नो साउंड नो साउंड नो साउंड, ऑडियो 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 ऑडियो, नो साउंड नो साउंड नो साउंड नो साउंड, ऑडियो 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 ऑडियो। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। अभी डोंट वरी, आ जाएगा थोड़ी सेकंड्स में हमारे साथ द वन एंड ओनली सुरेश मैनन। तालियां सुरेश जी। क्या माइला, तुम्हारा भी ऑडियो नहीं आ रहा है अभी क्या? हाँ पहला इधर,
हेलो
हाँ
हेलो
डिंचिक, हाँ और घुसा दो उसको अंदर। डिंचिक डिंचिक डिंचिक। वॉल्डर म्यूट किसने लगाया उधर? सर आपका स्वागत, थैंक यू, माफ
हेलो
कीजिएगा।
अक्षय
हाँ
जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने हमें बुलाया, लेकिन प्लीज
अक्षय जी,
ओ
ए
अब इससे साउंड हो रहा है आप। हाँ, तो मैं क्या
तुम
बोल रहा था कि
क्या बोल रहे थे?
लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, पुट योर हैंड्स टुगेदर फॉर द वन एंड ओनली होज़ाय कवाको।
कौन है बे तू? और आज वो मैं हैमस्टर नहीं आने वाला है, पता है क्यों?
अरे क्यों?
एयरपोर्ट ड्यूटी बोल रहे है, ऐसा बोल रहे
ओह,
है वो, पता नहीं सच बोल रहे कि क्या।
ओ झूठ बोल रहा था। और बाय द वे, मैं दुबई में जाने वाला था, लेकिन किसी कारणवश मुझे उसे कैंसिल करना पड़ा, तो
ओ
दुबई में
डियर, क्या हुआ सर? आप
थोड़ा सा
जाने वाले नहीं?
प्रॉब्लम, यहाँ थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो गया
हम्म,
अनफॉर्चुनेटली। मुझे वहां जाना था, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं अभी भी फ्लाइट्स देख रहा हूँ। कोई फ्लाइट मिल गया
फ्लाइट्स,
था मैं
आपका
चला जाऊंगा,
फ्लाइट।
बट इस
बट
वक्त मेरा फ्लाइट थोड़ा खराब है।
बट सर अच्छी बात है क्योंकि आप यहाँ पे हो ना।
या ये तो मैं
फिर
हाँ,
इधर आओ।
मेरा सबके सामने नहीं। सॉरी।
Akshay Nikam ने बोला hats off to your dedication Jose, you just completed a stream and started ghost stream one number हीरा आज we love you always। मैं तो थक गई भाई साहब, वो कितना मजा आ गया। थैंक यू। सुनाई नहीं दे रहा लेकिन तालियां, बट फिर भी
ठीक है।
कैसा आवाज निकलता है यार पैसा। एनीवे, गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन, वेलकम, प्लीज लीव माय बॉडी। वो होजी जी को बुलाओ। हाय गाइस,
हाय हाय।
हाय सुरेश, टफ वीक,
Very
नॉट
tough
डूइंग,
week,
हाँ
very
टफ
tough
वीक।
week. But let me get it out of my chest right away. The way Indians played.
Oh, I thought I was talking about my personal life।
Oh,
क्रिकेट तो काफी
cricket,
पैसे
oh my
कमा रहे
God.
सब लोग। टेंशन मत लो
अरे
सर,
वाह, खुश
डोंट वरी।
गुप्ता इमीडिएटली 40 रुपए देकर ये पूछ रहे हैं कि सुरेश, इंडिया इंडिया की हार का कौन जिम्मेदार?
अरे
इसका
कोई जिम्मेदार नहीं, ऐसा नहीं करना। इट्स अ
अरे बेचारे लोग,
गेम,
बेचारे पोर थे, इट्स अ
इट्स अ
गेम
गेम।
एंड आफ्टर ऑल दे स्टिल लर्निंग, एंड बहुत टाइम है उनको सीखने के लिए। कुछ लोग तो रिटायर भी होके सीख सीख के अभी तक सीखा नहीं है। I
बट
think I blame the selectors. I seriously feel they should have Umran Malik in the team, and I'm really
अभी
surprised they
सुरेश
didn't play
स्टार्टेड
Shreyas Iyer.
क्रिकेट कमेंट्री।
Yeah, that's okay. They should have had Shreyas Iyer in the team, and I didn't think that they should have dropped Karthik in the last match.
आर यू ओके?
Yeah,
सुरेश तो,
yeah.
आई नो हाउ इमोशनल
Why did
सुरेश
you all
गेट।
talk to me about cricket? Who? Why do you all do this to me? I'm
बट सी,
honestly saying it was
बट
so
सुरेश,
depressing.
यू टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस बिफोर, क्रिकेट शुड टेक सम लेसन्स फ्रॉम मैरिज। साथ
Yeah,
देना चाहिए विद द
yeah,
टीम।
exactly.
इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज गोना बी
अगर
ग्रेट।
ओपनर्स ने साथ दिया होता, सात फेरे लगाकर वो लोग
सर
साथ में थोड़ा एक 80-90 रन विदाउट लूजिंग विकेट, रोहित शर्मा एंड राहुल, केएल राहुल दैट इज,
या
दोनों
सर
ऐसे
लुक,
आगे थे ऑलरेडी लुकिंग स्केर्ड।
सर
एनीवे,
गुड टाइम्स एंड बैड, You cannot
But
only support during the good times. When the bad times come, तब भी support थोड़ा
no,
कर
but the
सकते हैं आप.
sad is bad time has been happening too often of recent time. And
But
and
then, like I
IPL में
said,
देखना अब, लेकिन अभी just imagine वर्ल्ड कप में हम लोग हार गए, बाहर शर्मनाक हार whatever. आज से वापस न्यूज आर पुलिंग आउट आईपीएल का स्टोरीज कि
okay.
मुंबई इंडियंस ने क्या कायरन पोलार्ड को निकाल दिया, सीएसके ने जडेजा को रिटेन कर दिया. सो दे ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड ट्राइंग टू शिफ्ट एंड पीपल आर फुलिश. आईपीएल आएगा तो सब लोग वापस बोले अरे वाह आईपीएल चालू हो गया.
We
I lost my
resume our
interest.
ghost story stream tomorrow, guys. Now somebody
I hope
mentioned cricket.
I hope they all get haunted wherever they're sleeping.
Somebody asked, Jose, did you win quizzing with random Varun? Do you think that I'm going to win a show where you need knowledge? मेरा ऊपर का storage space बहुत कम हो गया, but let's begin. शुरू करते ना सुरेश. Let all the negative energies out. हाँ, भूत को जाने दो, जाने दो, जाने दो.
चले
Suresh
ठीक
really
है.
getting crazy about this. वोल्डेमॉर्ट की जय हो. मुर्गन फ्रीमन हीरा आदमी. मुर्गन फ्रीमन, थैंक यू मयूर अय्यर, कितना
I
स्वीट है.
really thank all of you all for saying that so many times. God bless you all.
Suresh sir, to get you to like sort of like what's that called, equalize, to recenter. सर आप लोगों को rules बताइए, तब तक मैं वो ऊपर का वो टाइमर ठीक कर देता हूँ. Tell people what the rules are for ghost stories. Sir.
Correct. The rules are that you have to say a ghost story. There should be a ghost in it, and you should not take more time. नहीं तो पनवेल आ जाएगा.
7
7
minutes.
मिनट का
7
टाइम.
minutes is good.
बोलने देना
Oh,
भाई.
sorry.
बीच में क्यों बोला रे ये. तो 7 मिनट है आपके पास जिसमें आप आपका कहानी आप कंप्लीट करेंगे, और जिसके बाद हम लोग डिसाइड करेंगे कि ये डरावनी स्टोरी था या नहीं. शायद मजाक भी उड़ा सकते हैं.
Discuss
लेकिन अगर आपने आपका कैमरा ऑन नहीं किया तो आपको मौका नहीं मिलेगा दोबारा. कैमरा ऑन करके ही आप कहानी बताएंगे, उसके बाद ही हम आपको अंदर लेंगे. तब तक के लिए हाँ जी.
Sir, I thought this would sound even better in Saif Ali Khan's voice.
आज शुक्रिया. उसके लिए आप डिस्टर्ब कर सकते हैं. सो आई वांट यू ऑल टू पुट योर कैमरा ऑन and then start telling your ghost stories, because believe me, there are good ghosties around, and some of them were sleeping with the Indian team.
Did I get the date wrong? Just give me a second. I'm so hungry.
The date is, oh my god,
गलत
12,
date
it's
लगाया
12th November 2022.
All right.
I almost said 12th November 1997
अभी
for
भी
some
नहीं
strange
हुआ.
reason.
What? Today is the
Any
12th of
well-
November, right?
Yeah, 1997.
No, it's 2020. What are you talking about? Don't confuse me.
It's not 1997.
क्या हो रहा है इधर? मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. छोड़.
हाँ?
Forget this nonsense.
मैं कहाँ हूँ?
Let's begin. चलो शुरू करते हैं भाई लोग. You forgot to mention कि अपना डिस्क्रिप्शन में Zoom लिंक रहेगा, उधर क्लिक करने का, इधर आने का.
हाँ, वो टेक्निकल वो जूम लिंक में डिस्क्रिप्शन रहेगा, उसको क्लिक करने इधर आने का. ठीक है ना?
ठीक है.
और वेटिंग
Sir,
रूम में वेट करने का. और मेरे को लिंक्डइन में मैसेज नहीं भेजने का भाई.
हाँ वीडू भाई काय लोग.
हाँ. अभी
Jackie
काली बोल रही
Shroff.
था. मेरे लोग काले बोल रहा था लिंक्डइन में मैसेज नहीं भेजने का.
I just want to
Insta में नहीं
say
मैसेज भेजने का.
I'm very sorry for starting late. I was on another stream and बीच में मैं थोड़ा इधर उधर जाऊंगा. I'm very hungry. I've not eaten anything in a long time. काफी टाइम हो गया. It's been at least 20 minutes. So here we go. All right. Someone wants to be a panelist. देखते हैं. We figure it out. कौन है? Getting our first caller in.
Evil black. उधर सुन रहा है वो सुन रहा है. अभी उसने अपने तूने म्यूट किया उसको. अरे बाप रे.
Hello.
Evil black magic hospital story. This lad has been on the show before.
Yes, sir. We've asked you to unmute. Please आ जाओ. Said no, उसको नहीं करना है unmute. Why is that, Suresh? Loud biryani for Suresh and Hoezaay. Thank God उसने एक आ छोड़ दिया. Karthik, thank you very much. वो छोड़ दिया उसने. Okay, let's try to bring that guy back in. Don't delay dinner. You're right. Dinner कभी delay नहीं होना चाहिए. मैं लेके आएगा खाना.
कभी नहीं.
कभी नहीं. तो अभी
अध्याशा
नहीं.
नायक. देवी और सज्जनों, आज हमारे साथ है अध्याशा नायक.
How you been, man, Suresh?
I've been
Missed
good,
you,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Come here.
just been trying. Yeah, that's not that close, huh? So how you been, man, Hoezaay? So what
All
is this?
right.
What is this? What podcast were you on some time back?
What is this? What is I was
If you
on
want to share that with us.
quizzing with comedians, yaar, with Kumar Varun. They ask you
Oh,
these crazy questions and I knew didn't know a
but
single answer.
but
पूरा
oh,
बेइज्जती हो गया मेरा.
then क्यों मेरे को क्यों नहीं बुलाया वो लोग? Oh, because
Because
they
they
think
knew
I don't
you'd
have
know even
followers.
less. No,
Oh,
I don't think
really?
about that. So you have
100% because of
followers.
that.
So. I
I'm very
saw.
upset. Who's this Kumar Varun?
Arey, sir, I saw in your you. How can you say that, sir? I saw in your building at least 4 people were following you that day. And you ran fast up the lift. Any
Obviously, I had
वो
not
सब
paid
छोड़ो.
them money. अध्यक्ष नायक जी आपने अपना कैमरा क्यों बंद किया प्लीज
आ गए आप.
जोरदार तालियों के साथ फिर से स्वागत कीजिए हमारे इस गोस्ट स्ट्रीम
Hey
शो
guys,
अध्यक्ष
Hi,
नायक
Daksh. कैसे हैं आप?
yeah, I've been here before.
यस
If you
मैडम
remember, I talked about this landlord uncle.
Yes,
यस
हमें याद है
हम
जी.
अच्छी
Right.
तरह से याद है
So this is my second and probably, hopefully, the last ghost story ever.
अरे.
Because I really don't want to experience it. I just want to preface saying that I'm a very skeptical person. So I think everything through a logical filter. And
Okay.
this is not exactly a ghost story, but it's a little bit of possession.
बताइए क्या हुआ?
Some trigger warnings for this discussion of mental health and some self harm. And I'll just, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I'll just get on with it. So we have this family friend, a couple, husband and wife, and all of this happened when I was a kid, so nearly 20 years ago. And I was being told about it like when I was around 10 or 12 years old. That my mom tells me that one of the days, the auntie suddenly, out of the blue, starts to have these fits, and she starts to lose consciousness. And I mean, it's a health scare. So they take her to a doctor. The doctor says, "Oh, you know, everything's fine." They do some blood tests, and this is 20 years ago, so nobody really pays attention to that. And she gets well. After a week or so, the fits start again, but this time, every time she loses consciousness, she comes back, but as a different person. Her voice changes, and she speaks a different language. Like she's speaking the same language, but in a very different accent, and she's yelling profanities at her husband. She's yelling profanities at the family, and she's sometimes tried to sort of hurt her husband. And then this would go away, just stay for a few hours, and then she would go unconscious again, and she would come back as herself. So there was no, treatment of mental health so long ago. So they obviously take her to a Baba. The Baba does some puja and gives her a proper tabiz, and she wears it and she gets well. So I was being told all of this when I was 10, 12 years ago, 12 years old. Came back home a few months ago. I was talking to my mother, and I just casually mentioned, "Oh, I mean, we were supposed to go to their house." So I just casually mentioned, "Oh, is auntie okay? She's doing fine because I remember you telling me that this happened." And this is where it sort of hit me because so far I had been, kind of writing it off as someone going through seizures or voice changing. It's pretty common when seizures happen or someone speaking a language. It's pretty common. So I was thinking in that way. But my mom tells me, she sometimes still gets the seizures. Like she has that tabiz, but every time she takes it off, she would have the fits again. But that's also psychosomatic. And then I'm trying to explain all of this to my mom. I'm like, they can take her to a therapist right now. They can take her to a psychoanalyst. They can get her meds if she's sick. And my mom tells me, "Oh, I don't think that will work." But I'm like, why? Then my mom tells me some details that she hadn't long ago. She just didn't speak a different accent. She spoke another complete different language that she hadn't heard long ago. And she just didn't yell profanities at her husband. She would talk about stuff that happened 3, 4 generations ago in her village, in her husband's village, and things that nobody else except maybe few old people knew. And she was talking about things from a village that she hadn't even been to. And she would remember where things were hidden in a house, where things were kept. And I mean, those were pretty accurate. So people, that was the reason people freaked out a lot, and they took her to a Baba. That's when all of this happened. And one of the nights after she had gotten this tabby, her and her husband were home, and he gets a little mad because he's like, I don't want my wife to suffer. I don't want her living in fear of what's going to happen. So just take it off for a few days if you want to. That's fine with me. She takes it off. It's all fine. But one of these nights, her husband wakes up middle of night. She's not sleeping beside him. He gets a little worried, but he thinks, okay, maybe she has gone to get water. He walks out. He sees that she's standing in the kitchen, facing away from him. Hair's completely long, and she's sort of grunting. He gets a little scared because that's what she used to do when she had the fits. He decides, okay, she wants to, kind of save her. He goes up to her, tries to warn her. She turns around, and she just, in a very gruff voice says, I'm going to kill you and your whole family, and I'll take your wife. And he just freaked out, and she just snaps back right that moment. She snaps back and she's worried. She's like, okay, I was worried, like, are you doing here? Am I okay? And that is the reason that she has not taken off that tabis for single day since then. And anytime she takes that off, she does that, and she'll have those fits. And they have taken her to a therapist. They have tried psychoanalysis and everything, but none of it has worked so far. And they kept her on some meds for bipolar disorder, for schizoid disorders recently, but even that didn't work. And the meds were not doing anything, and they were even making her worse. So she's off the meds. And I mean, she's in her 50s now, so I hope she's doing fine.
This is someone you know personally.
Yeah, so this is somebody my parents know personally. I haven't really met them so far.
So your parents have
I've
met
met
her
them twice.
when she was the other person. Like, hi, how are you?
Sorry?
Have your parents met her when she was in a different voice? Hi, how are you? And what if
I
all those voices inside are also like they're also now used to relatives, their friends and all that stuff. So they also come out occasionally and say, बातों बातों में कैसे हैं आप चाय वाय पी लिया और क्या चल रहा है? You know?
So this is
गले
weird
में
because
खिच
my
खिच.
mom knows her since
Childhood.
for quite some time. So she knows
Hmm.
her before they got married,
See.
and she was very happy that two friends were married to two friends and all of this. But I mean, my parents are pretty logical people, so I'm hoping that they are not lying to me about all of this.
No, they won't. They won't. And if you feel that they're lying about it, and one day you
Just
see that
double
auntie
check, but
like somersaulting and hanging ulta on a fan just for
Stop.
Yeah,
5 seconds.
but that's weird because my mom is a believer, but my
Yeah.
dad is not, and both of them agree that this is a legit case. We should actually be uh, staying away from all of that and not concern ourselves with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy.
I know.
It's a toggle button someone saying Saif over here. I'll take
By
your
the way, I am really upset because the one time Cyrus was on the show is when I could not sign in. Like I try to sign in
Oh,
every Saturday, and the one time Cyrus is there, I was traveling, I was listening to it, and I actually my headphone disconnected in the middle of it, and the auntie sitting beside me looked at me as if I had committed a crime.
oh.
send him an Instagram message saying, "Oh my God, have you seen what these people are saying about you?" Then he'll reply, and then you
Yeah,
can channel.
I guess that'll work.
Anyway, thank you, Daksha. Thank you so much for sharing that with
Have a
us.
nice day.
Very creepy and
Thank you.
unnerving.
Unnerving.
How to have a
So,
nice day now?
tell
Huh?
me something.
ये सब
Tell
के
me
बाद
something.
I'll
लेकिन
tell you
मेरे को एक
anything. Ask me
मेरे
something.
को एक ये आइडिया
एक
मिला. What if this lady was actually standing in the window, waited for him, the husband, to come close to her, and then she changed, looked at him, and said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to kill you all. I'm going to kill your wife." So that was a test. And if you had said, how much you'll take for that? Then should have slapped him. Hare, ye tera irada hai. You know?
I
कैसे
like how
रहेगा तू?
you've written a whole film around this, the voice wala thing. That was the test.
You
You're like, why are you
rascal.
still talking like that? नहीं, मेरा गले में कुछ problem है. सुरेश जी,
Anyway, yes,
आपका
madam.
जो ब्रेन है ना उसको निकाल के वो विनेगर में डालना चाहिए, मतलब अभी नहीं, बाद में।
ठीक है, मेरे
जब
एक बार
आपको
ऐसे ब्रेन
आपका
निकाल के
यूज
मैंने,
नहीं है।
नहीं मेरे एक बार निकाल के विनेगर का घर पे डाल दिया, विनेगर का पता नहीं।
ओ ओके, टेक
शुक्रिया।
बैक द सेंटेंस। मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
आप
ओ,
रीड करते रहिए, मैं सुनता हूँ, मैं एक
गैस
मिनट
हो
में।
गया क्या?
नहीं,
हाँ,
पानी का बोतल और तो कुछ मिलन सोमन को ले आता हूँ और थोड़ा
ठीक है, आप
बेलून।
लेके आइए, मैं तक तक मैं संभाल लूंगी
मैं
स्ट्रीम।
आप तक 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 तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक
तक तक दिन तक
जाओ
तक
पानी
दम
लेके
तक।
आओ। वैभव बंद। Vaibhav says, "Hey, brose, I have a crazy story for you. Trying to pull me in, but I closed the window by mistake. Can you pull me again, please? Evil black magic hospital story. Okay, we'll bring you in, Vaibhav. Not to worry. पूरा 2 घंटा बाकी है. Someone said, Hoezaay looking tired. I look like this all the time. I'm always tired. That's my secret. It's like the Hulk is always angry. I'm always tired. A terrible cough and a cold. I don't know if you can sense it, but it's I'm coming towards the end of it. I'll keep so secrets नहीं निकलना चाहिए सुरेश के घर से. I muted him. To cough, I will keep muting. Spare you guys some of that. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Next person coming on in. Don't forget, guys. ये stream के बाद आ रहा है क्या? हाँ, ये stream के बाद Discord server पे आने का, हवेली में बैठने का, उधर सब 4:30 बजे तक करेंगे लोग ghost stories, गोष्टीज. And I'm hoping for the next stream to have Jay Alani on. It was my fault. I got busy with a lot of different things, and he's on holiday, so we're gonna get him next week. Come on, come on, Ajo, अंदर. We'll take another person in and देखते हैं क्या होता है. Oh, शिवम आ गया. Okay. Mount Abu highway story. आपका अटक गया थोड़ा, तो शायद आपको वापस लेके जाएंगे अंदर. Woohoo, God of War. अरे उसे खुल के खासो. नहीं. Fortunately, it's not COVID. Thank you, Karthik, for those wonderful wishes. Just quickly get a test and come. Kong. Meanwhile, I'll just cross promote some of my other stuff. I picked up the God of War Collector's Edition. Please, आप वो वीडियो देख सकते हो. थोड़ा YouTube गिरी किया है, व्लॉगर गिरी किया है, तो प्लीज चेक इट आउट गाइस. उधर लाइक कमेंट भी मार सकते हैं आप. आई बी वेरी वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू यू गाइस. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, like I said, on good streams and even this stream if possible. Our next callers seem to have bitten the dust. Let's see who we can bring on next. God Border. Nikhil Soni, Brose, when is the God of War Ragnarok live streaming walkthrough coming? To be very honest, I prefer playing. I was going to say playing by myself. That sounds wrong. I prefer playing in solitude and by myself without like streaming and chatting. But देखते हैं निखिल, करते हैं कुछ. अरे कितने लोगों को मैं लेके आया, किसी का भी नहीं हो रहा कनेक्ट. बड़ा पुल हाउस हो गया. अनुष्का जी, पुट इन वेटिंग रूम. सुरेश मेरे को छोड़ के चला गया. आप अनुष्का जी, आपका स्वागत. Hi Anushka.
Hello. Hi, am I audible?
Very much. Amazon Prime Music, our latest one sponsor. Welcome.
I don't know why am I doing this to myself. I read all this Sarami chat and I'm just so scared.
बाप रे, आप तो बहुत ही brave है. Forget about ghosts. Reading Harami chat is even scarier. But welcome. कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं आप? नहीं बोल रहे, इंटरनेट से नहीं बोल रहे हैं. Is it my connection?
Yeah.
अच्छा, okay. You're back. Welcome.
I don't know, like मेरे लिए बहुत this is my personal experience
Okay.
and I don't know कि आपको कितना scary लगेगा.
सुनाइए.
So like I'll just start this.
Go for it.
ठीक है.
अनुष्का, कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं आप?
Noida.
Noida. Okay. Not sure. But
नहीं, I don't know whether should I tell my locations and all.
oh, ha, correct, sir, correct. You're calling from Shimla. अनुष्का, take it away. सुनाइए. क्या रेटिंग देंगे आप अपना स्टोरी को? 7 on 10?
I don't know.
But for you, you're saying 9 on 10.
For me, it's 10 or 10. Okay.
ठीक
Oh,
है,
great.
शुरू हो जाइए.
So, like from childhood, I was a very fattu kid. मतलब आप मेरे को दिन को भी किधर छोड़ के जाओगे, I'm gonna stay there. I'll never leave my room. कि मुझे बहुत डर लगता था कि इधर से भूत आ जाएगा, उधर से भूत आ जाएगा. And और ऐसे मतलब चलता रहता. तो मुझे हमेशा ऐसे
Suresh, we also have to match the whenever.
of somebody कि कोई मेरे पीछे खड़ा है. I could hear, yeah.
I'm so sorry, we missed the last like 20 seconds of your story because वो
Yeah.
अटक गया था.
Okay, should I start again?
Yeah.
Okay, start again. Imagine the story be like और फिर उसने
Okay.
बोला हाँ. All right, from the top. And Anushka, I think you know what you can do. You can turn your video off
Okay.
so you get a little more bandwidth.
ठीक है. Okay.
Suresh, you
So,
do the
like
mouth movements. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So like I told you, मतलब from childhood I was a very fattu kid, and मतलब I could sense things कि मतलब मेरे पीछे कोई खड़ा है, और I can see somebody you know passing by, और ऐसे से मुझे थोड़ी बहुत feelings आती थी. But cut to when मतलब I was born and brought up in Kanpur, and for college I shifted to New Delhi. और फिर वहाँ पे कॉलेज के बाजू में ही मेरा अपार्टमेंट था where I used to stay, and वहाँ पे सो ऐसा मेरे साथ नॉर्मली नहीं हो.
This is new.
Friend was not there.
But hold on. So, आपने कहा कि I'm from Kanpur and then I shifted from there to Delhi to college, and then before you continued, we lost you for some time.
Oh my god, what should I do now?
Take from your college.
So मेरे कॉलेज के बाजू में मेरा अपार्टमेंट था where I used to stay, and जनरली ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं था कि मुझे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, बट व्हेन माय फ्रेंड वाज नॉट इन द रूम एंड आई यूज्ड टू स्लीप, मुझे ना एक मतलब एक नाइटमेयर, मेरा एक जैसे एक क्लिप होता था कि जैसे वो डेली बेसिस पे मुझे वही ड्रीम्स आते थे कि देयर इज दिस फिगर, वो मेरे मेन डोर पे खड़ा है, एंड इफ आई विल नॉट गो आउटसाइड दिस रूम आई एम गोना डाई. और ये मुझे डेली जितनी बार आई यूज्ड टू स्लीप, मुझे एक ही ड्रीम, वो एक क्लिप होती है ना कि टीजर की तरह, डेली मेरे ड्रीम्स में चलता रहता था. एंड कैन यू गाइस हियर मी?
Yeah, we can hear
Clearly,
you.
clearly.
We're being silent. हाँ.
We lost you again.
4
आएगा,
years
आएगा.
old, my mom passed away, and
हाँ.
उनका मेरे पास कोई ऐसा ड्रीम नहीं है. मुझे आता था कि शी इज सिटिंग ऐसे एक ओशन पे, ऐसे कोई बैठा हुआ है, एंड उनका बैक मेरे साइड है, एंड शी इज ऐसे वो मेरे को पीछे पलट के देख रही है, उठा करके मेरे को ऐसे पानी के अंदर लेकर के जा रही है. तो ये दो ड्रीम्स मुझे रिकरिंग ऐसे आते थे एवरी डे, और जब भी मेरी रूममेट वहां पे नहीं होती थी. एंड फिर कभी-कभी ऐसे बंद भी हो जाते थे जब वो आ जाती थी. सो फिर उसी बिल्डिंग के नीचे एक आंटी रहती थी. ऐसे मेरा उनके साथ कोई कम्युनिकेशन नहीं था, बट कभी-कभी ऐसे हाय हेलो हो जाता था. सो दिवाली के टाइम पे आई लॉस्ट माय फोन, एंड आई वाज वेरी सिक, एंड आई वाज अलोन इन माय अपार्टमेंट, एंड फिर वही प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे थे. आई वाज नॉट एबल टू स्लीप एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड आई वाज मतलब अब वो वेदर चेंज होता है एंड यू फील वेरी लो, आपकी बॉडी के अंदर एनर्जी नहीं है. मैंने इतना कोशिश कर कि मुझे कॉल
Hold
करनी
on.
है घर पे.
Anushka, we lost you when you said इतना लगा मेरे में एनर्जी नहीं है, फिर वहाँ we lost you.
आई लॉस्ट यू. आपने कहाँ से मुझे लॉस्ट हूँ? आप कहाँ से लॉस्ट
I
हूँ?
lost you when you said that we lost you when the time when you said कि मेरे में एनर्जी नहीं है and that we were going somewhere, ऐसा कुछ था.
So I lost my phone and I was alone at my apartment, and मेरी तबीयत बहुत ज़्यादा खराब थी. And then फिर I only knew this person कि मैं इनसे जाके बात कर सकती हूँ. So मैं downstairs गई and I told her कि मुझे कॉल करनी है. So दिवाली का टाइम था and मैंने बात कर ली अपने घर पे, and she asked me कि sit ना, and she offered me a sweets कि खा लो. And she after that she randomly she asked me कि what is bothering you? And I was like, मतलब उस टाइम मेरे दिमाग में कुछ भी नहीं आया, and I told her about these dreams कि ये चीजें मेरे साथ हो रही है. So she was like कि उन्होंने से मेरे सर पे हाथ नहीं रखा, और मतलब थोड़ा डिस्टेंस से ही उन्होंने 2 बारी मेरे सर पे ऐसे-ऐसे किया एंड मेरे अंदर जितना भी मैं बीमार फ़ील कर रही थी या जो भी, जैसे किसी को ठंडे पानी से नहला दो, उसके अंदर बहुत एनर्जी आ जाती है। आई फेल्ट लाइक दैट और फिर शी टोल्ड मी कि सी यहाँ पे मतलब दिस बिल्डिंग इज़ बिल्ट ऑन ग्रेवयार्ड, तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारी नेगेटिव एनर्जीज़ हैं एंड आई एम अ हीलर, आई कैन सी स्टफ, so that's what is happening with you, and that energy is not able to harm you because uh, your mother's spirit or something positive is around you, इसलिए वो तुम्हें harm नहीं कर पा रही है. So that's the story, and she told me to accept it कि they also live with us. So from that I'm not scared, I live alone and अब मुझे डर नहीं लगता कि
जिसने बिल्डिंग बनाया उसको मानना पड़ेगा.
Why?
ग्रेवयार्ड खाली एरिया, चलो बिल्डिंग बना दे.
So is this still happening with you, Anushka?
मतलब कि what was the why it was happening to me, उसके बाद मुझे वो ड्रीम्स कभी नहीं आए, कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, तो whatever
अच्छा,
it was,
मैं वही पूछने वाला था कि is this still happening to you? It's not happening anymore.
it बस एक बार इसके बाद when I shifted to गुड़गांव and it was a very मतलब मेरे साथ ये बहुत है कि मेरे को वो होम्स की वो अच्छी वाइब्स होती है ना कि किसी किसी घर से बहुत अच्छी वाइब्स आते हैं.
Yeah.
वो अच्छा घर था एंड उस पे मेरे को कभी डर नहीं लगता था. बट वंस व्हाट हैपेंड, वो सुबह का टाइम होता है ना, यू फील बहुत अच्छी नींद आ रही होती है एंड आई फेल्ट लाइक समबडी इज कॉलिंग मी अनुष्का एंड आई वाज जस्ट अबाउट टू, मतलब मैं उठ के जाने वाली थी एंड आई फेल्ट लाइक कि मेरे बाजू में कोई है कि उसने मेरे को ऐसे पकड़ के बोला है कि सो जाओ, तो ऐसे किसी ने हाथ रखा है एंड आई स्लेप्ट और फिर मैंने आँख खुली एंड दैट शैडो वो मेरे बेड पे ऐसे खड़ा है और फिर मेरी आँख खुल गई, बट मुझे दोबारा कभी ऐसे कोई दिखा नहीं. बस इतना सा है.
So according to this story and what you have told us, it seems like this thing is protecting you. Right? कि सो जाओ बेटा, don't worry, like that lady said.
ये मेरे को पता ही नहीं चला आपने क्या बोला.
नहीं वो जा रहे
नेटवर्क
नहीं, I think she कोई नहीं, correct है. She's now fine. She's not getting those dreams much nowadays, especially after that lady sort of healed her. So it's a good thing.
Very unnerving
eerie,
story.
Very unnerving. Very, very unnerving.
Anushka ji,
Thank
thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
आपका सफर यहीं पे खत्म. Thank you. और हमारा सफरिंग यहीं से शुरू. क्या बात है सुरेश.
काफी. But who decides to do this? The graveyard के ऊपर building बनाने है. Seriously.
But
That's
maybe
such a
जगह
no-no
नहीं
anyway.
था.
हाँ वैसा तो दिखता ही है. बिल्डर्स हर जगह प्लॉट दिखता है उनको, विदाउट बिल्डिंग दे जा रहे यहाँ बना देते हैं.
But that's crazy what she said is that, because a lot of the time when you're looking for a place and all and you're checking out houses and all, it's a lot about the vibe, right?
Yeah.
And she's saying vibe बहुत अच्छा था. And a lot of the time people go on that vibe and अरे I feel so good, the light is so great and अरे अच्छा vibe मिल रहा है. Now she's saying वो you cannot trust that also.
Intuitive. She's very intuitive actually. Yeah.
Vivek बोलता है the title announcement teaser of Badass Ravi Kumar is the most scariest video on the internet. Why laugh? What am I missing? I missed something.
Yeah. That's starring Himesh Reshamya as Badass Ravi. Ravi Kumar. That's the film. But I'm telling you, it's got good songs. I think Himesh has got a hit.
Oh, Surun. His Instagram account is very entertaining. I'll give you that much. Neha Bali says, I cannot believe I missed Jose's quizzing episode. I heard it was legendary. It was legendary. Want to see a fool on that? Then yes, legendary. That's me.
What questions you asking? I need to know if I can go.
Bro, कौन सा डायरेक्टर का भांजा का मामा ने ये वाला लाइन सोचा था और क्यों?
Okay, so more about our line.
Yeah. Maybe you would know some, and lots of questions about old Bollywood films and stuff. Maybe you would know some of that stuff. Old and new.
They should, why didn't they call the two of us together? Huh? That's because I don't have Instagram
It's a
followers.
real show. That's why I mean.
Shame on them.
New Year ghost story, okay? Don't worry, sir. Instagram followers you can buy these days.
I don't want to buy. I'll never do that. Those have got millions and
Obviously,
apparently.
Are Suresh
Apparently
sir, somebody told me that we should be talking about the most important thing in life, which is Twitter, which is apparently going crazy. The stuff that's going on there is another level. Let's not get done.
I need to ask you something about what happened with my Insta account the day India lost.
क्या हुआ?
I used that Kim Ungungan, जो भी उसका नाम है,
Hmm.
उसका वीडियो यूज किया. I think that was from a movie only where he takes a guy and he says, come and he the trap door open and he falls down.
No, I'll tell you what happened.
Uh,
So the clip is Kim Jong Un is taking someone. Sorry, buddy, we're just gonna get you on in a second. There's a clip where Kim Jong Un takes someone and they made it look like he drops him through a trap door. That part is obviously fake, but that and then they cut to that cameraman. So the clip apparently a lot of people thought was real. So fact checkers fact check that meme. And then when you use the meme, Instagram put that tag saying that ye fact check hua, etc. Nothing to do with you, as per se.
anyway,
All right. Good evening, sir. आपका
Yes,
स्वागत.
sir. Great.
Welcome.
so one
Yes,
second.
thank you.
Now, let's after the story we'll talk about the most scary thing that is happening on internet is about Twitter after this story. But
Hey,
your
छोड़
ghost story.
Anyway, go
Yeah.
sit down.
So this is my story, a real story with my friends. So we went to Alibag in 2017. It was New Year. So it was a Saturday. It was weekend. So हम लोग ने decide किया कि हम लोग अलीबाग जाएंगे and we will enjoy the New Year party करेंगे. So we went. हम लोग 7 लोग थे. So we went अलीबाग. और अलीबाग में जाके वहाँ पे हम लोग ने विला बुक किया था. इट वाज नॉट विला, इट वाज प्रोबेबली अ हाउस. सो हाउस कैसा था, एक कंपाउंड था. कंपाउंड के सामने गार्डन और गार्ड मतलब एक साइड लॉन, दूसरे साइड लॉन और बीच में से इट वाज अ वे टू वॉक. वहाँ से अंदर जाके इट वाज अ हाउस, बट वो थोड़ा सा ओल्ड था हाउस. सो पहले तो हम लोग जिसने बुक किया था उसको तो बहुत गाली पड़ा कि अरे कहाँ बुक किया, क्या बुक किया. सो एज सुन एज वी एंटर्ड, तो वहाँ पे कैसा था, एज सुन एज वी ओपन द डोर, वहाँ पे एक हॉल था, लिविंग रूम, एंड देयर इज अ लॉबी. एंड लॉबी के यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड पे 2 रूम थे और एक साइड पे एक रूम था. ठीक है. इट वाज थ्री बेडरूम्स इनसाइड द हाउस. सो हम लोग ने पार्टी वगैरह स्टार्ट किया. पहले तो दिन भर घूमे एंड रात में वी स्टार्टेड पार्टी. सो हमारा जो हाउस, या
Started partying.
या
Partying. Yes.
हाँ. सो जो हाउस कीपर था, ही वाज लेट्स से 1 किलोमीटर अवे फ्रॉम द हाउस. सो वो 7-8 बजे हम लोग को इंस्ट्रक्शन देके गया था कि जो भी करो घर पे करो और बाहर ज्यादा घूमो मत करके. एंड इट इज वेरी आइसोलेटेड प्लेस के आसपास कोई ये है नहीं, घर वगैरह कुछ नहीं है. सो उसके बाद वी स्टार्टेड पार्टिंग एंड इट वाज 1 o'clock और डोरबेल बजा. ठीक है. वी थॉट हाउसकीपर होगा करके. ठीक है. सो एक मेरा दोस्त था, वो गया और उसने चेक किया तो कोई नहीं था वहाँ पे. ठीक है. सो ही केम बैक. ठीक है. एज सुन एज ही केम बैक, वो बेड पे बैठने ही वाला था, बेल वापस बजा. सो ये टाइम 2 लोग गए यहाँ से. फिर बोले चल मैं भी आता हूँ. देखा बाहर, कोई नहीं था. ठीक है. ये रिपीट हुआ 3-4 टाइम्स. एंड द फिफ्थ टाइम हम लोग कैसे थे, इट वाज अ डोर और उसके बाजू में विंडोज था. हम लोग विंडोज से देख रहे थे कि कौन बजा रहे करके. सो इट वाज नो वन और बेल बजा. इट वाज नो वन एंड बेल बजा. सो व्हाट वी डिड इज कि हम लोग ये टाइम एक मेरा फ्रेंड है, ही इज वेरी हाइटेड एंड बॉडी बिल्डर था एंड ही वाज लाइक 6'3" हाइट समथिंग. एंड वो और मैं था और एक दूसरा लड़का था. राइट. सो जब भी नेक्स्ट टाइम डोर बजा, वी इमीडिएटली ओपन द डोर एंड वी सॉ कि कोई नहीं था वहाँ पे. ठीक है. हम लोग देखा कि कोई नहीं था. सो मेरा जो जो फ्रेंड है सबसे हाइटेड था, ही उसने जोर से पूछा कि कौन है, बिंदास है तो बाहर आओ करके. ठीक है. एंड लेट्स से मेरा जो हाइटेड फ्रेंड है वो सबसे आगे था, उसके साइड में फॉर्मेशन बनाया था हम लोगों ने कि वो बीच में था और उसके राइट में मैं और लेफ्ट में और एक दोस्त। ठीक है, हम लोग बाहर है और बाकी के 4 अंदर है, घर के अंदर, और हम लोग खड़े हैं कि कोने कोने करके। एंड हम लोग बाहर खड़े हैं, जो लेफ्ट में बंदा था उसके पीछे ये बेल था वो, तो वो बेल है ना, वो बजा जब ये अपन प्रेस करते बेल को, टिंग, और वो ऐसा रैटलिंग जो साउंड आता है ना, वो बजा 2 सेकंड के लिए और बंद हो गया, टिंग टोंग करके। जैसे ये हुआ, ठीक है, एक अजीब सा आवाज आया हम लोग के अराउंड करके, ऐसा जो अपन साय लेते हैं ना वैसा। सो वो आवाज आया एंड लाइट्स वेंट ऑफ। जैसे जैसे लाइट वेंट ऑफ, हम लोग भागे अंदर और दरवाजा बंद कर लिया। ठीक है, जैसे दरवाजा बंद कर लिया तो समवन वाज बैंगिंग द डोर। ठीक है, चिल्ला रहा था और बैंगिंग द डोर। सो हम लोग ने बोले कि बैग वैग पैक करो और निकलते हैं यहाँ से। सो हम लोग ने बैग, मतलब पूरा अंधेरा हो गया था, तो उसमें फ्लैश लाइट में जो चाहिए वो अपन ये पैक करके हम लोग निकल रहे थे। ठीक है, तो ज- हम लोग जस्ट निकल रहे थे एंड वी वर गोइंग थ्रू द गार्डन। ठीक है, एंड गार्डन से जा रहे थे एंड जा रहे थे तो लेफ्ट साइड से एक कोई तो बोला लेफ्ट साइड से कि मला सोडून जात आहेत, दैट इज इन मराठी, मेरे को छोड़ के जा
छोड़
रहे
के
हैं।
जाएगा।
हाँ, एंड वो पता है कौन था, जो सबसे हाइटेड था ना हम लोग में, ही वॉज देयर। एक्चुअली क्या हुआ, जब भी हम लोग डोर क्लोज करके भागे, ही वॉज आउटसाइड। क्यों रात में दिखा नहीं, ही वॉज आउटसाइड, हम लोग सब लोग अंदर रह गए।
बेचारा।
सो जो नॉक कर रहा था वो दोस्त ही था हमारा। सो ही वॉज पोजेस्ड।
He was possessed.
या,
और अरे you all left him out and how can you call him possessed when he said अरे अंदर मेरे को आने दो।
हाँ, बट जब भी हम लोग अंदर है एंड ही वॉज सिटिंग इन द गार्डन, और वो एकदम अजीब तरीके से बैठा था, वो साइड फेस करके। एंड वो बोला माला सोडून जाते हैं। और वो जब भी हम लोग अंदर भागे, हम लोग ने पैक किया, वो उसको टाइम लग गया और वो तभी तक बाहर ही था। और वो बैंगिंग का एक, आई मीन 2-3 मिनट के लिए था एंड वो बंद हो गया आवाज।
और
सो
फिर
तो फिर वो बोले माला सोडून जाता है क्या। तो हम लोग ने उसको ऐसा, मतलब वो साइड मूव करके बैठा था, तो हम लोग ने ऐसे घुमाया बट ही वॉज नॉट मूविंग। ठीक है, तो एक एक दोस्त ने बोला चल चल चल। सो ही अगेन उसने बोला कि मैं ह्याला सोडणार नहीं, मतलब मैं इसको छोड़ूंगा नहीं करके। सो उसने बहुत जोर से हिलाया और एक चमाड़ भी मारा। फिर बाद में ही केम टू कॉन्शियसनेस और हम लोग उसका भी सामान पैक करके निकल गए वहां से। सो ही वॉज इन दैट पर्टिकुलर जोन। उसको तो मतलब बहुत फीवर भी आ चुका था। सो वी रैन एंड बाद में तो हम लोग कभी गए नहीं है ऐसे पार्टी के लिए।
वो
बट
ठीक है
इट
लेकिन दोस्त
वाज,
अभी आपका
या,
दोस्त ठीक है।
he's fine, he's getting married next month.
Then his troubles is actually start. That's a different thing.
Yeah, so yes,
भूत
वो
भूत
एक
कुछ नहीं है भाई।
उसके भूत भूत से कोई डरता नहीं है। एक बार शादी करके देखो।
उसको कुछ पड़ी नहीं है। एनीवे, ग्रेट स्टोरी
yeah,
बडी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर
yeah,
शेयरिंग विद अस।
thank you,
मस्त लय चांगलं होतं रे भाऊ.
thank you.
बेचारा उसका दिमाग खराब हो गया,
But
उसको बाहर रख दिया सुरेश।
no, so they imagine the wild panic. They actually rushed inside, forgotten that this guy was there. You know, she are. Maybe that was, or maybe he was upset कि these guys locked me outside, है ना? Bless you. I think we can continue for another 15 minutes today.
What?
Oh, nothing.
You can tell. Sorry, I am not sure when I'm muting, when I'm not. कभी म्यूट मार रहे हैं पता नहीं. Oh, what is this? Interesting. Jose, please visit Seattle and do stand up here and make fun of Elon Musk. आप काफी सियाटल्ड है सुरेश जी।
हम भी वहीं पर सिएटल होना चाहते हैं लेकिन कोई सिएटलमेंट नहीं मिलेगा वहाँ पे सिएटल में।
Seattle down, Seattle down.
अरे you didn't take that guy starting में वो cool हो गया बेचारा
वो लेके आएंगे, उनको लेके आएंगे.
विकास. Mongolian horror stories connecting to
Connecting to
audio.
audio.
There have
Mean-
been ghosts in Mongolia. I've
Meanwhile,
been to Mongolia. 2-3 बार वहां से 4 डजन Mongolia. Come on, अच्छा जोक था.
अच्छा था, मर गया. ईशानी सावंत वांट टू सी हुजे स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी शो. मेरा पूरा लाइफ ही स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी शो है. मंगोलियन हॉरर स्टोरी साथ में बताएंगे ये दो जन. हम लोग रेडी है. हाय. How did they get unmuted?
You have to unmute them. Some their volume नहीं आ रहा है.
No. Their volume is not connected yet. Guys, your audio source is not connected. Zoom, video settings, audio settings.
If you can hear us, just give a thumbs up.
सुरेश जी ने मुझे सिखाया ये सब.
It's connected.
देखो हो रहा है. तब तक भाई और बहनों, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this channel also if possible. बाकी on good stuff, yes, definitely. Unmute.
There we go. Unmute.
Hi Huku, hi.
Hi, Huku, hi. How are you?
You all know there's a third person with you, right?
You must have seen me in the previous video. It's her turn. She'll tell you the
Okay.
story.
All right.
Hoezaay.
Hello. We
Hi,
are
good
live
evening.
now, and
You should tell who you
Okay,
are. You should
I
tell
love
who
the-
you are.
Who's this?
I'm sorry.
He's-
We are from
He's-
Sydney, Australia. by
He
the way.
has given
Oh,
her the
Sydney.
phone.
Yeah,
He's
like
given her
three
the
of
phone
us
saying,
here joining right now.
इसको ghost story बताओ. She's like, ये कौन
I know.
है?
सबको ghost story बताओ, सबको.
No,
I am your biggest fan. And Suresh, sir, I love you, Suresh. So you're the best.
Thank you
Very
so
funny.
much.
no, we were trying to do this like every week, but
Oh
we
my
couldn't.
God.
But then this week we were not
Y'all
like
made it.
expecting to make it, but we actually made it. Yay!
They
That's
both
live.
do not understand Hindi. She's Malaysian, she's Mongolian, and
Okay,
I
ma'am.
am from Mumbai, from Banter.
I thought you were going to say, and I'm Malayalian.
I can listen. I can understand
No.
a little bit Malayalam.
You guys,
Okay.
I think they know. You must know him because
I
he's
did
been
one
there,
story
like
with you.
few weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Ah, okay.
He's,
Okay.
Yeah.
he's the guy who hides ghosts behind his hair.
Yeah, I've had a dream like that. All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Okay, take it
So,
away. It's time for
anyways,
you to tell your story.
I am
Go
the
for it.
main, I'm the main character
She's gonna
tonight.
say Mongolian ghost
Okay.
story.
Yes.
So I'm from Mongolia, and I'm sharing the story which happened in my home country.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the story based on real incident.
Happenings.
So
Okay.
this, yeah, which happened in real life. So there were like actors and actresses who were doing some shoots in countryside, and then our country is like it has a huge land, but we are really like less populated. We have only 3 millions in Mongolia. So if you go outside the city, it's basically like empty land. So when you go like road trip, and then you never meet anyone there.
Okay.
So it's like actors and actresses, they were doing the road trip, and they went outside the city to shoot some scenes of the movie, and then they got lost, and it was dark. So and then there is no like Google Maps there. In Mongolia, we don't have like a very precise Google Maps. So
Okay.
you basically, if you get lost, so you're lost, and then you don't meet anyone there. It's like empty land. So
Wow, okay.
they lost, and then they were like going around trying to meet someone there, and then trying to find the road which actually connects to the main road. But they couldn't. And then suddenly they saw light somewhere around there. And then if you go outside the city, we have yurts, which is like a nomad way of building the tent. It's
Okay.
like
Okay.
tent, but it's like permanent kind of tent.
Okay, got
So
it.
you have everything inside that tent. And then so they saw the light coming from the tent. So they're like, okay, there is someone living there. So they went to the, like, they followed the light and went to that tent, which is used. And I went there, and then there was a like old lady just living alone by herself. But then if you're living outside the city, you have to have some kind of sheep or cow.
Like you should have cattle.
You should have cattle. Otherwise, you can't live by yourself just there.
Okay. So they were
That's
wondering
right,
what's
yeah.
going on. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then if you have cattle, you have to have like fence around,
Yeah.
and then you have to have cattle, right? But it was just one yurt. I can't explain the yurt. It's like round white thing, like
Yeah,
a tent kind of thing. So
yeah.
it was just like one.
It's called Chhatri in India.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Suresh sir is the best.
Yeah.
And then there was just one old lady living inside. And then they came to that yurt, and then the old lady welcomed them. And then she was making tea. So usually Mongolians, they treat any guest with hot tea. So she was making the tea. So she was boiling just in front of them. And then one driver and one actress, they didn't come inside the yurt because the driver, he was so tired. So he decided to sleep in the van.
Oh.
And the actress, she was having some like health problem. She was bloating. So she's like, okay, I'm going to just sleep there. I don't want to go inside. And the rest of them, like 6 people, they went inside the house, the yurt, to have some drink or some food before the sleep. So they went inside, and the old lady, she was making the tea for them. So she was boiling, and we have like kind of fire and a kind of pot inside the yurt. So she was making them, and then they all saw her making them. And then when she gave them the tea, they saw the steam coming from the tea. And then the moment they sipped from the tea, it wasn't hot, it was cold.
Shit.
And then some of them like drank, like, and then some of them just stopped drinking, but rest, because of the courtesy, they finished the drink, even though it was so weird, like steam coming, but the drink itself was cold. But then they're finished, but it's fine, okay. But then they slept in the yurt, and the driver and the actress, they slept outside the yurt in the van. And then this is based in true story, right? And after like months, after weeks, after years, the ones who actually went to the yurt and had a drink, and they died.
Oh,
Like
shit.
they died out of illness or accident, or some of them committed suicide. And then they actually died. And then the driver and the actress who didn't had a sip from the drink, they're alive, and they actually telling the story. And then they was telling that this has happened with us, with our crew, the team, with the crew. And then after they told about the story, people went to that particular area of the countryside to investigate that old lady. But
No one
then
there.
they didn't find anything there. And if you actually like build that yurt, that tent kind of thing, you must have that mark. You must
Yeah.
have that thing, because you're gonna build the little building there, right? So you must have that kind of mark
But
left
there was nothing
there.
there.
Yeah, but there was nothing that they couldn't find anything there. And then it is like so sad, because it is the real story. And then all those actresses that young people are not like living with us, not with now. And then that movie they were actually making, they never came out, because they
Oh,
were
damn.
not
They
live.
couldn't complete the film.
Yeah. And then it's like it was so spontaneous. So I was preparing my this story for a while. I was talking this for several people, but yeah, it was so.
No, we got
So
it. We got
sad.
it.
That was a
It-
good
it-
story. Good story.
It's a good
the,
story.
No, no.
The
It's
moral
almost-
is to never drink tea cold.
No, it was it was weird. So it was like milk tea. Like
Okay.
they made the milk, water, tea, chai, and everything, and they were like doing
Wow.
this, and then the steam was coming. But then the moment they sipped, it was cold. But some people like actually finished it because it's not good.
They just thought it
to
was
not
weird.
drink,
Huh.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
because-
So the lesson is not to drink anything from stranger house.
Correct.
Yeah, that is
Correct.
true. Very, very, very
By the way,
sane.
She
Very
doesn't
sane.
know. She doesn't know Hindi. She is a fan of ghost stories because of me. I love you guys, and then I explain her all the stories after I listen to you guys.
Yeah, so every Sunday we listen to the recorded
And I
story.
explain them how the stories are.
So,
So-
but-
And now
You know-
I'm very fascinated because I'm just the house guest tonight, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
And you're like, what is
ghost story?
wrong with my
by the way,
friends?
sorry.
Why are they doing this?
It's his birthday tonight.
Oh,
Oh.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
many, many happy returns of the day.
Thank
know,
you,
the-
Suresh.
The
I love you.
weirdest takeaway,
Oh,
the
that
weirdest
was too
takeaway from all this is that she made milk tea but had no
Exactly.
cattle or anything anywhere. So,
Yeah.
oh God.
Without any cattle.
Let's not get into all that. But thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you
you so much.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Unnerving story.
Bye.
Take care.
No,
Bye bye.
okay.
Happy
Bye,
birthday. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you,
Happy
bye.
birthday. Have a good one, mate. He's from Sydney, bro.
Acha, that's what you call him, mate.
Might.
Mate.
He's from India, but
Might
he's
come
right
back
now in
again.
Sydney. Might. He Rajnikant ka ho gaya style.
But interesting story.
So
I love these
I must
premises.
say, I would like to say very good in Mongolian. So I just want to say very sane.
Did you just Google that?
Yeah, I did.
I saw you look at the screen.
Yeah.
ये सब करना था
I would
बीच
love
में.
to- I
Google
would
how
love
to say it Mongolian.
अरे
क्या
love
पकड़
to
वाली?
सब एक वर्ड पकड़ना चाहिए मजा आ रहा है दुनिया भर का
Enchilada.
लैंग्वेज जानना
Now,
Enchilada.
no enchilada. Mongolian enchilada.
But सोच ना, but didn't you think there's, I thought, for a moment that it will go the final destination way. And if this person वो जो चाय बना रही थी वहाँ पे, जिन लोगों ने चाय पिया वो लोग सब गुजर गए. Only these two people who slept out, they escaped. And they're
Yeah.
still alive. But maybe this lady somewhere is waiting for them also to make tea. What a fascinating film story this can be, yeah?
Yeah, but you know what, Suresh? The skeptical mind always jumping in between. You know how it is also sounds like a good cover up for like a murder.
No, but if those people died, the others were also struck. उनको
Not
उनके साथ भी कुछ
necessarily.
होना चाहिए था.
It was the tea, right? I mean, obviously you're gonna make milk tea without where the milk source nobody knows. Anyway, छोड़ो, बस रहने दीजिए. I don't want to discuss this further.
ठीक है,
मेरे को
I
डर
know.
लग रहा है.
Just
But,
remember, कोई old lady ने tree offer किया 4 बार सोचना. Of course, don't get pushed to the grandmom if she does that.
मैम आपके पास कुछ और है तो ठीक है लेकिन चाय नहीं चाहिए.
तो बोले ये वही लोग हैं जो ghost story सुना है, तो I'll now उनको दाल देती हूँ.
कितना डाल देती हूँ. Like these people are so ungrateful. मैं चाय दे रही हूँ उनको नहीं चाहिए.
Anshika Dhwal.
Anshika Dobal is coming on the stream any moment now. Meanwhile, guys, अच्छा आपका ऑडियो कनेक्ट करना है. हम लोग को गाली दे रही है पीछे
अंशिका
because
जी.
the audio is not ready. Man, that was not me. Guys, thank you so
Vaibhav,
much.
one साला evil black magic story, bro.
Yeah, we're bringing
Vaibhav.
Vaibhav next. Next Vaibhav को next लेके आते हैं.
अंशिका जी,
अंशिका
आपका
जी आपका स्वागत.
ऑडियो कनेक्ट कर लीजिएगा, please.
She's giving someone instructions. Anshika
Oh,
जी,
she's joined from the phone, so she'll have to
Yeah.
go and audio का
आपका
इसमें जहाँ
audio
पे
सर Suresh technical Suru जी, what is the right procedure to get the
यहाँ जो ऑडियो का आएगा उसको प्लीज
यहाँ
प्रेस कीजिएगा.
यहाँ
यहाँ
मैम शायद आपके ब्लूटूथ हेडफोन्स की वजह से आपको ऑडियो सोर्स चूज करना है. If you are happy with this call, press 1. If you want to speak to a supervisor, press 2.
Oh, she's on Bluetooth. So
हाँ सर, आप शार्प है, लेकिन आप उतना भी शार्प नहीं हो, टेक्निकल सुरेश जी।
oh,
ठीक है मैम। फाइनली वी आर रीचिंग देयर, कनेक्टिंग टू ऑडियो।
Ah,
ऑल राइट अंशिका जी,
wonderful.
तालियां।
जोरदार तालियों के
खुशी
साथ।
देखिए कितना खुश है आप इस बकवास स्ट्रीम पे आने के
You
लिए।
have to
आप
unmute her,
एक
bro.
बटन आएगा स्क्रीन पे मैम।
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
नो
sorry.
प्रॉब्लम, सॉरी। क्या ये कैसे बकवास स्ट्रीम। हेलो अंशिका, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good. How are you? It feels so good to be here.
चल रहा है।
And
क्या
you
बताऊं?
wouldn't believe I'm shivering right now. But
Huh?
अरे
sorry.
इट इज कोल्ड। मुंबई में विंटर शुरू हुआ ना सुरेश, 30 डिग्रीज।
Yeah.
No, I'm in Noida actually right now.
अरे उधर तो एक्चुअल
Oh,
कोल्ड
that's
है।
actual cold. hai.
No, it's not cold at all here. Like I'm from Dehradun, so technically
अरे
not cold.
फ्लेक्स,
Oh,
कोल्ड फ्लेक्स। अंशिका जी क्या रेटिंग देंगे आप अपना स्टोरी को?
I would say 6 out of 10.
6/10 पास मार्क्स, ठीक है।
Yeah. Okay.
शुरू कीजिए।
So I'll start with it. It's not
यस
my
मैम।
story, although I have a lot of stories, but still I'll start with something that I know very well. And it's my friend's story. So this one time when I came here for an interview once, so some of us friends were staying together, like I was staying with them. So this guy, we were talking about ghost stories because I love talking about all of this. So this guy, he was really scared. But like he told me his story, like why he believes in it and why I shouldn't make fun of it. So it starts with, can you just give me a second? I'll just put
टेक योर
this
टाइम, टेक योर
somewhere
टाइम।
because I'm really shivering. So
सुरेश सिंह
I'm
डोंट मेक
sorry.
फन ऑफ इट। हाँ टेक योर टाइम, डोंट वरी।
I didn't.
Just a second.
सुरेश यू सिंह डोंट मेक फन ऑफ इट, यू शुडंट
I
मेक फन
heard.
ऑफ
I
इट। क्या
heard.
कर
I
रहा है?
heard.
डोंट मेक फन ऑफ इट।
It's all
नहीं,
right. You can make fun of me. Sorry.
नहीं नहीं
no,
नहीं,
we
अभी
won't.
तो
We
नहीं।
won't.
Yeah. So yeah, so this starts with he lives in a joint family somewhere in Bihar, and he has a like very very secluded place and everything. So it starts with his chacha dying, and his chacha used to work in some like electric usme, but apparently like choti jagah pe kya hota hai, you call everyone even if whatever the position they're in. So he was called at night for some work to fix something, koi wire वगैरह, and he got electrocuted, and he was in the IC for a month. After, so the family already knew that that he is not going to survive, but they still kept him there in the hospital, and after 1 month he died. So after this month had completed and he had died, so weird things started happening to to their family, like his father. So I would give you some picture of it. I won't take a lot of time. I'll try to. So there's the house, and on the right and the left, even on the back side, even in the front, there's not a lot of houses there. Okay, and there's a like vast big ground next to the house, like har jagah se. So he would always see that whenever he's coming back from work, or maybe जो भी funeral के arrangement वगैरह करके रात को, so you would always see that there's a person like who's walking like from their house to that basically that vast vacant area, and he would always feel like it is someone known or whatever. After that like a lot of other families जो जैसे जब funeral होता है तो 13वीं तक they have this rituals and stuff, and they have a lot of things that they do. So in that during that time they also invite other people, so all other people from different places also come there. I'll tell you why it is important that I'm mentioning this, but yeah. So क्या होने लगा उनके घर में, so this is the house, and on the left side उनके घर पे ना हर दिन आवाज आती थी on the like चाचा के रूम से, that as if someone is throwing a stone at their balcony, sorry, at the window. And they would like they thought initially कि maybe कोई cat होगा या कुछ animal है, और या कौन throw कर रहा होगा. But their house was not built like बिल्कुल ground पे, it was थोड़ा सा above ground, and to reach for a cat to reach there was very difficult because it was a dead wall. Okay, so initially they came up with different ideas, and every night whenever the lights would go off, they would hear this tuck करके, like somebody is throwing a stone. A family got very curious,
and everybody decided, like the cousins and the young crowd decided that we'll check it out who this person is. So उन्होंने क्या करा, कुछ लोग नीचे रहे और कुछ लोग ऊपर चले गए छत में, and they switched off the lights and everything, and then they called like the people who were upstairs कि we can hear the noise, जो वो टक करके आवाज आ रही है, जो कुछ थ्रो करने की. And on the call they can see that there is nobody there, okay, but as soon as they switch on the lights वो आवाज नहीं आ रही, but जैसे वो switch off हो रहा है, you can hear that. After that, all the family got very curious, and all of them decided, let's just sit in Chacha's room one day, all of them, and lights off करके देखते हैं कि क्या हो रहा है through the window. As soon as all of them sat together, so and switch off the lights and everything, nothing happened. But then they realized that हमारा ना door खुला है, जिससे ना light आ रही है हल्की सी. As soon as they close the door, they could hear like टक करके एकदम से, and कोई एक लड़का था कि थोड़ी गांड फट गई, तो उसने दरवाजा खोल दिया, उसने लाइट खोल दी, ठीक है. He was like नहीं करते, and all the family decided, let's just keep this door closed and keep the room off from everybody else. So this family which had traveled from Lucknow, like there was this girl, young girl, 9th class, और वो जानती भी नहीं थी exactly कौन है ये लोग ज़्यादा, because she had not come here like often. So she like उसकी mom ने उसको बोला, go in Chacha's room and get me something, like I don't know what exactly was it, but she asked her कि go get me that thing. So she went there, and like when she didn't come for like good 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then वहीं से उसकी मम्मी ने किसी और को बोला कि वो कहाँ रह गई, उसको बुला के लेकर आओ. So they sent this little kid, okay, to go and see. So this little kid went there and he came back, but to everybody's surprise, he's not saying anything. He's like very quiet now. And उससे पूछ रहे क्या हुआ, तुझे भेजा था, कहाँ है वो? तो वो बोलता है, वो कुछ ही नहीं बोल रहा है, वो चुपचाप शांति से टीवी देख रहा है अब. So one of like people went there and then saw that the girl was on the floor. She had fainted. Okay. And they didn't know what to do. And the moment she woke up, usko uthaya, so she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't sleep for like days. Okay. अब उसके बाद उन लोग को बहुत ज्यादा कंसर्न होने लगा कि क्या हो रहा है. So they called a doctor immediately the next day. But उसके बाद भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. So eventually they decided that let's just go for a pandit. Then they asked a pandit to join. And उन्होंने उस पंडित ने कुछ अपना रिचुअल वगैरह जो होता है, पूरा पूजा कथा whatever, he did all of that. And this girl, like he asked her that who are you, tell me who are you. So this girl started speaking in a man's voice and said the whole like full name of Chacha, like the first, middle and the last name, which was which was something that not a lot of people knew. And then she said, like in that man's voice, that I will not leave this body because she does not belong to my family. And why did she enter my room? So after all of this, like जो भी हुआ, पंडित ने बहुत कुछ किया. उसके बाद जाके उन्होंने eventually निकाला या जो भी है, I don't know, उन्होंने उसको थोड़ा सा ठीक करा. After that, she fainted again, जो ठीक होने पे. And what they did was they closed the door. They like did a whole nala band ke, everything. That let's just keep this room closed for a while. जब तक तेरी भी complete नहीं हो जाती, then we'll decide what to do. Now this girl, when she fainted, she woke up the next day. So everybody asked her like, are you okay? Are you feeling fine? So she was like, I don't remember anything right now. So all these 5 to 6 days she had gone through, she did not remember any of it. कि उसको कुछ भी उसको याद ही नहीं था. तो उसने बोला कि मुझे सिर्फ इतना याद है that when I went to Chacha's room, so there was a man on the window. He was completely electrocuted. वो पूरा जला हुआ था, and then he jumped on me. And that is the last thing that she remembered. And after that, she kind of saw the same things. Like, she saw कि कोई खड़ा है, कुछ वहाँ पे है. So everybody decided, let's just take her away from here and send her back to Lucknow. So that is the reason he believes in all of this. He told me this. So I think I should I really wanted to do this. Yeah.
बाप रे
Thank
बाप
you so
रे,
much.
उनसे बात करना पड़ेगा इस सब के बारे में. बाप रे,
Yeah.
very creepy. Anushka,
Yes,
thank you so
unnerving,
much for
quite
sharing that
unnerving.
with us.
Thank you, Anushka.
बाप रे, electrocuted आदमी
Thank you
jump
for
मार रहा है.
letting me join. I hope
Thank
I
you.
join again.
I hope
And
ये
also,
stream ही बंद हो जाता है. हाँ बोलो.
Could you say hi to my friend? She also is there.
किधर है?
This is the
Hi. उनको बांध के रखा हुआ है. अच्छा, हेलो हेलो हाय.
Nice.
ठीक है, take care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
People always putting
Guys,
their friends on the spot. ना कोई अपना कुछ काम कर रहा है उधर. देखिए, this is my friend.
अरे बाप रे, लेकिन काफी. But that
Coffee
kid
चाहिए है,
got
coffee.
the kid came.
Kit Kat.
The kid came quietly down. वो जो ऊपर बुलाने गया था, उससे कुछ पूछा नहीं किसी ने. Think about that.
I try not to think about
बेटा तुमने
anything.
क्या
Suresh.
देखा? He came down very silently, didn't say a word. So you also probably saw something. Rahul Das probably electrocuted ghost was wireless charging. Excellent.
Wireless charging. What? Mount Abu Highway horror stories connecting to audio.
Mini Crasto meanwhile says, I have a story to say.
Minu Crasto
Minu.
from Goa. Hoezaay, where is your Logitech headphones? Nis कॉमेडी का पीस मेरे से पूछ रहा है. इधर ही है, but वो बेड 1 घंटे से पहना हुआ था तो गर्मी हो रहा था, मैं निकाल दिया. KitKat coffee. Alright, Mount Abu Highway horror story. Please आप आ जाइए आप. वो सो गया. लेटा हुआ है उधर रूम
लेटा हुआ
में.
है, सो गया. I can see that's a
Why
head.
it's seen?
That's,
I hope it's ahead of me.
oh, that's some fat. What is that happening behind?
वो हिल रहा है, उनका
Oh,
कर्टन हिल रहा है.
curtain नहीं है.
कर्टन ASMR.
Oh,
उधर ही है.
curtain.
Mount Abu Highway horror story. आ जाओ आप.
He's
आप
watching
दिख
us,
रहे
but
हैं.
I don't think he wants to join. ठीक है ना?
But then why would you take the trouble to write Mount Abu Highway horror story? Can't
Now
be
he's
half
feeling
lazy.
shy.
You have to be fully lazy.
He's
Hello?
switching the camera on, off, on, off. Oh, maybe that's a ghost doing that.
No, Suresh, you say he's putting the camera on, off, on, off. I think it's going off, on, off, on.
Oh, I didn't think about that, Miss Hoezaay.
Peter. Sorry, not Peter. क्या बोलते हैं?
वही तो.
Robert.
Rabbit.
Okay, bro, it was great
चार
staring at
बार
your
stars
ceiling.
को on off करना और मैं 4 बार off on करूंगा, फिर माल पहुंचा तेरा माउंट आबू.
अरे
अरे.
सर, क्या हो रहा है सर? आपको
क्या?
अनम्यूट करेंगे. वेट. आप अभी बोलो सर.
हेलो.
हेलो, क्या कर रहे सर? आप
हेलो.
फोटोज डेवलप कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं?
मैं ऑडियो नहीं मैं ऑडियो सेटिंग कर रहा था एक्चुअली.
अच्छा. सुरेश को कुछ पता नहीं.
ये फोन से ज्वाइन किया है मैंने.
अच्छा, वेलकम. टेक इट अवे सर.
Should I switch on the lights
ये
or
माहौल बन रहा है पूरे लोग अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी.
ऐसा तो एकदम रेड लाइट एरिया लग रहा है.
बोलो सुरेश.
ये जोक मैंने बहुत बार सुना है.
So I'm sorry about that, but I just had to.
At least I went with the photo processing studio for 15 plus, but sir rating क्या देंगे आप अपना स्टोरी को?
7.5.
7.5. Good distinction. All right, take it away, sir.
Yes.
The stage is yours.
The audio is clear. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much, very clear.
Excellent.
Okay. So this is one of my friend's story. He's a very close friend of mine. So hello.
हाँ,
Yeah,
hello.
yes.
How are you? अटक गया उसका.
Oh,
Just a second.
आएगा.
What's
वो कार्बोरेटर में थोड़ा कचरा कर गया तो वो स्टार्ट स्टॉप होता है ना सुरेश.
okay? अभी all good. Can you hear me?
एकदम.
Okay, so this is one of my friend's story, one of my very close friend. So they were planning a trip to Mount Abu a year back. So him and the office colleagues. So there is one traditional way by which you can go to Abu, and there is one shortcut. So they were late in the morning and they didn't want to miss the check-in time at the hotel. So they decided कि कोई shortcut मिलेगा तो हम ले लेंगे वहां से. Hello,
या सुन
हाँ
रहे.
हमने बहुत हलाया, अब तुम हलाओ.
hello.
हेलो. या हाँ वो बीच
सुन रहा
बीच
है
में
ना?
अटक रहा है ना. हाँ सुनाई
Okay,
दे
my
रहा है सर.
internet is like.
या
सुनाई दे रहा है ना? Okay. So they started the journey. They didn't want to miss the check-in time. तो उन्होंने shortcut लेने का decide किया. तो एक कट आता है आगे से एक रास्ते में से, वहां से उनको एक बैगर लाइक एक आदमी मिला. उन्होंने पूछा उनसे कि कोई रास्ता है यहाँ पे जाने का आगे. तो बैगर ने बोला कि आगे एक शॉर्टकट है, वहां से सीधा आप आधे घंटे में यू विल रीच योर डेस्टिनेशन. सो दे सेड ओके. तो जैसे उन्होंने वो रास्ते पे जाना स्टार्ट किया आगे, सो आफ्टर अ वाइल उनको कोई भी इंसान दिखना बंद हो गया वो रास्ते में. दे कुडंट हियर लाइक सी एनीवन. तो आगे चलाते गए. नाउ दिस इज वेरी ईरी कि कोई दिखे नहीं आपको रोड पे आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग स्ट्रेच. तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि वो जो पत्थर आते हैं साइड में जहाँ पे डिस्टेंस लिखा होता है, सो दे डिसाइडेड कि वहां पे एक मार्क बना देते हैं हम लोग, तो आगे जाके हमको पता चले कि अच्छा ये हमने क्रॉस कर लिया है ऑलरेडी. बिकॉज एवरीथिंग वाज रिपीटिंग एज इफ दे वर इन अ लूप. वही पेड़ वापस आ रहे हैं, वही सब वापस आ रहे हैं. तो उनमें से एक दोस्त ने उतर के उस पे एक मार्क बना दिया अपना कि अच्छा ये 15 किलोमीटर, तो इस पे मार्क बना के रखते हैं हम. सो दे स्टार्टेड ड्राइविंग वंस अगेन. थोड़ी देर हुई तो वही पत्थर वापस आया जिस पे मार्क किया था, और कोई इंसान नहीं दिख रहा है बहुत दूर दूर तक. सो दे रियलाइज दैट समथिंग इज टेरिबली रॉन्ग एंड बैड हियर, कि कोई दिख नहीं रहा है एंड वी आर स्टक इन अ लूप. और धीरे धीरे शाम होने आई थी. दे वर सपोज टू रीच बाय 11:30-12. तो उनको ऑलमोस्ट 3:30 हो गए वो रास्ते पे. और ऐसा कहा जाता है, उसको मेरे फ्रेंड ने बताया वापस के कंसेप्ट को छलावा बोलते हैं. दैट इफ यू आर स्टक इन अ लूप, और अगर आप शाम तक बाहर नहीं निकलते और रात तक वो एरिया में रह गए, देन यू आर फॉर श्योर डेड. देन वी डोंट नो कि क्या होगा आपके साथ फिर आगे. सो इन लोगों को रियलाइज हो गया कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है यहाँ पे. सो थोड़ा आगे जाके दे डिसाइडेड कि वी विल प्ले हनुमान चालीसा गाड़ी में. ठीक है. तो वहां पे मोबाइल टावर भी ऐसे सब जाम हो गया था उनका, कॉल नहीं लग रहे हैं, ये वो. दे हैव ट्राइड एवरीथिंग कि कुछ बजे ऐसा. सो दे स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग हनुमान चालीसा. किसी में सेव्ड म्यूजिक में था या ऐसा कुछ था. सो दे स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग हनुमान चालीसा ऑन फुल वॉल्यूम. और सब साथ में गाने लगे वो हनुमान चालीसा विद गस्टो एंड एवरीथिंग, लाइक अ क्राई फॉर हेल्प के बचा लो अभी. एंड ही टोल्ड मी दैट एज सून एज हनुमान चालीसा फिनिश, द टायर ब्रोक. आगे का फट गया टायर. एंड देन दे डिसाइडेड कि थोड़ा ड्राइव करते हैं आगे. एंड आफ्टर अ वाइल 5-10 मिनट रह के उनको एक कट मिला, सीधा वो हाईवे से कनेक्ट हुए. और ऐसे फिर आगे जाके उनको एक पंचर वाला मेरा वो सब उनको स्टोरी बताया कि हम ऐसे लूप में फंसे थे यहाँ पे. डू यू नो एनीवन के ऐसे यहाँ पे आए हैं, ऐसे कोई फंसे हुए? तो उसने बोला कि हाँ ऐसा होता है यहाँ पे. और बहुत सारी फैमिलीज ऐसी स्टोरियां सुनने में आई कि so many families like they didn't way their they couldn't make their way back. फंस गए तो फंस ही गए वहां पे.
तो ये
ऐसा
भाई साहब कैसे
वो
निकल
बच
गए?
गए. नहीं, वो हनुमान चालीसा बजाए, उनका टायर फटा और आगे जाके उनको फिर रास्ता मिल गया. They got
वाह
out of it somehow.
क्रेजी,
ऐसा.
वेरी क्रीपी स्टोरी. सो saying and
Yes.
according to the legend and the story कि कुछ लोग वापस
Yes.
आए ही नहीं.
हाँ, वो लूप में हो गए तो वहां पे रात अगर रुक गए ना, वहां पे शाम हो गई, then you are gone. क्योंकि रात में वहां पे वो इविल ज्यादा पावरफुल हो जाता है ऐसा कहते हैं. और ऐसा भी कहते हैं कि वो गाड़ी से उतरना नहीं चाहिए बिकॉज एनीथिंग कैन हैपन अगर वो लूप में
Wow.
फंस गए. इट्स कॉल्ड छलावा.
Hmm.
एंड
So it's one of
yes,
those portals. अभी 2 दिन पहले
yes,
भी
yes,
खुला था.
yes.
या कल ही खुला था एक. या तुम हंसो.
तू ये सब बोलता है यार. सुरेश
Okay.
विल बी द फर्स्ट पर्सन इन द हाउस मेरे को सुसु करने का है उधर वो स्कैरी पेड़ के पास. रोक देना एक सेकंड. चल टेक केयर.
लाइफ
माउंट
में नहीं
अबू
करूंगा.
हाईवे स्टोरी.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very
Thank you so much.
unnerving. I hope
Thank
the
you.
photos
Bye.
come out well. Cheers. Take care.
Bye.
Portal where you end up in that same loop. But what is the point of that, Suresh?
God, so scary. Imagine that means they wait for you to finish your fuel and then they
Who's
attack you.
they? Who's they?
See this
Portal,
guy
portal, portal.
is put अंदर चालू रहेगा कुछ उनका भी कुछ रहेगा. They must be चलो let's have some humans today. अरे I
खाने में
forgot to
क्या है?
ask him. इतना
आज
स्टोरी
खाने में
इंटरेस्टिंग था पूछने ही भूल गया कि where was this happening. ये तू उसको नहीं लेके आ रहे हो हॉरर स्टोरी फ्रॉम कौन सा वो स्टार्टिंग में जो आया था बेचारा
क्या लेके आ रहे सर? सॉरी मैं भूल गया बीच में. बट बाकी लोग भी
शॉर्ट
है
टर्म
ना
मेमोरी अच्छा नहीं है.
सर. बाकी लोग भी है ना सर. और
अच्छा
उनका ऑलरेडी 2 चांस हुआ है तो
हाँ तो फिर ठीक है
सोचो ना
तो
सर. क्या
वो करेक्ट
मेरा
करेक्ट फेयर
शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी को आपने अटैक किया है सर.
सॉरी मुझे माफ करना मेरी गलती आई विल
नहीं नहीं.
आई आज से शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी शेविंग नहीं करूंगा सर.
जस्ट बिकॉज मैं अभी बूढ़ा हो गया हूँ इसका मतलब नहीं है कि आप ऐसे जोक्स मारे.
Who are you?
आप कौन? हेलो मैं किधर हूँ?
पहले रेड लाइट है अभी ब्लू लाइट आ गया माय गॉड.
स्कैरी टर्किश हॉरर स्टोरी प्लीज आ जाओ आप.
Are you in
किधर है?
Turkey? Are you in Turkey, my friend?
What are we even looking at? I can see a fan.
That's a ceiling
On-
fan. Very interesting.
इधर earthquake
सो
आया
गया.
गाइस. अल्ट्राजियन बोल रहा है.
हाँ
अल्ट्राजियन बोल रहा है
कहाँ
उधर
पर
के
है?
जिधर भी है वो इधर इधर
नहीं,
का
don't
नाम
joke about
जगह का नाम
earthquake.
इधर है. उसने बोला नहीं ठीक से. अभी मैं क्या करूँ?
2012 फिल्म का याद आ रहा है मेरे को आजकल ने जो हो रहा है जमाने में.
निखिल सोनी हाउ डैर यू आस्क मी दिस क्वेश्चन. ब्रोजे बोल रहा है हिल हाउस खत्म किया क्या? बेंट नेक लेडी इज लव. Don't talk to me about the bent neck lady. I only know the ice neck lady. Suresh जी hi, how are you?
हाय
तेरा
रुको
वो
हाय.
माहौल ठीक करने के लिए मैं आई
यस
हूँ.
यस 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 प्लीज मेरा अकाउंट बुक निकाल देना. जस्ट राइट डाउन व्हाट यू कैन हियर. हाँ
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
मैं अकाउंटेंट लिख बैठा है तो सब देख रहे हैं कितना आ रहा है कि नहीं.
दीपांकर पराशर says I successfully turned my girlfriend as a fan. I love the fact. I think पता नहीं कैसे अपना नाक से वो लिख रहा था मैसेज. he turned himself into his girlfriend and he became a fan. वो fan बन गया. I think वो cosplay बोलते हैं उसको. He loves facts. दीपांकर पराशर thank you so much. एक सेकंड सर. हाँ हाँ वो गले में कुछ अटका हुआ था वो निकल
अच्छा.
गया.
I thought for a moment you were imitating a horse.
एनीवे एक मैसेज आया है अल्ट्राजिनोन से. बोल रहा है हे गाइस बिग फैन ऑफ बोथ होजी एंड सुरेश सर प्लीज अनब्लॉक मी फ्रॉम डिस्कॉर्ड ग्रुप. आपने क्या किया जिसकी वजह
आपका
से
ऐसा
आप
था.
ब्लॉक हो
हेलो
गए?
सर.
हेलो
पर-
सर हाउ
Yeah,
आर
that
यू?
या नाउ
आपको पता है रियल परिणति को पता है मेरे बारे में.
अच्छा क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
उसने मुझे डीएम भी दिया और बोला कि ये क्या रे. तो मैं
अरे
बोली
वाह.
ये क्या रे. तो अभी हाय बोला हम दोनों ने. बट उनको पता है वो अवेयर है ये परिणति के बारे में. अल्ट्राजियन वेरी नाइस. अल्ट्राजियन को उनसे क्या किया आपने? हाँ क्या किया जो आप ब्लॉक हो गए? ईशान सावंत से हो. अरे बाप रे मेरा आंख में गया. सर थोड़ा इस तरफ
आपका
करके.
क्यूब बराबर नहीं चल रहा था बॉक्स.
मेरा ये क्यूब नहीं है. क्यूब आप बार क्यूब के बारे में. हेलो फ्रॉम मुंगू. कल शैडो फैक्स बोल रहे हैं. मेरा गला में एकदम मतलब प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सर. अंकल. हाँ बेटा. अरे
अक्षय कुमार आई एम अक्षय कुमार.
मैं वो अक्षय कुमार. मेरे घर के ऊपर तार. When you come for a ride in my car. Oh yeah.
मैं
oh yeah.
अक्षय कुमार.
टिंग 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 टिंग. मैं अपना इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स को बजाता हूँ सर.
आपका इंस्ट्रूमेंट संभाल के रखिएगा.
इंस्ट्रूमेंट को मैं बजाता हूँ सर.
आगे
देखो ड्रम्स को आप क्या करते हैं? बजाते हैं.
बराबर.
ठीक है. गिटार को क्या बजाते हैं? गिटार
स्ट्रम द गिटार.
स्ट्रम करते. करेक्ट. पियानो को आप बजाते हैं क्या?
प्ले द पियानो.
प्ले द गिटार. वो गलत लगता है ना. पियानो और गिटार को अगर आप बजाएंगे तो टूट जाएगा.
बिल्कुल
आप
बिल्कुल.
समझ रहे हो? टिंग 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 टिंग.
हाँ जिस काम के लिए तब करके जा सकते हैं, प्लीज गेट बैक होजे।
मैं भूल गया, सॉरी सर, माफ करना।
आप बहुत
हाँ।
टायर्ड लग रहे हैं आज मैं सबको बताऊं, श्रोताओं को और तमाम दर्शकों को, क्या 11:30 बजे शार्प ये स्ट्रीम को बंद किया जाएगा, रद्द किया
हाँ
जाएगा,
सर, मैं आपको
क्योंकि
क्या
होजे सर बहुत
बताऊं,
थक गया है। 11:15 इनफैक्ट आज।
मैं चुदी पड़ी है सर, क्या बताऊं।
हाँ, वो सुना नहीं, लेकिन हाँ।
उड़ी उड़ी पड़ी है उधर, उड़ी उड़ी चिड़िया क्या करते, उड़ी उड़ी।
आप थके
लीव
हुए
माय
हो।
बॉडी।
अरे सुनो,
हाँ
अरे
बोलो।
चला गया। Damn
कौन?
it. I want to ask him if we can lend me some flying powers to get from Andheri west to east.
आप डार्क जोन में रहते हैं, उधर अंधेरी, उधर का डार्क एनर्जी से के वजह से आप थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा सर।
नहीं, डार्क एनर्जीज तो नहीं, काफी कुछ फूलिशनेस की वजह से हुआ है।
आपको, आप मेरा जोक आप समझे नहीं, अंधेरी में डार्क
समझ
एनर्जी।
ब्रो, समझ गया, दादर से समझ के आ रहा हूँ
मेरा
अंधेरी।
हस्बैंड का आप जोक नहीं समझ
अरे
रहे, क्या कर रहे हैं?
मैडम, आपका चेहरे में बहुत
हेलो।
पिंपल्स अभी भी है।
नहीं, ये फेस मास्क है। मैं गिर गई उधर, थोड़ा चिकल था।
अच्छा, ऐसा लगता है
लीव माय बॉडी। चल चलो, बहुत है। क्या क्या टाइम पास कर रहे हो भाई? हाँ, नेक्स्ट स्टोरी।
हाँ, बोलो।
तुम बोलो। मैंने बोला ऑलरेडी, बोलो तुम, बोला अला बोलो। somebody named Suresh is over here. Okay, मीनू जी को लेके आते। अरे we have to take this guy ना, विशाल का क्या था, evil black magic hospital story था उसका। ओके
उसको नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट बोल के तो वापस भूल जाता है।
नहीं, सच्ची में सुरेश, रिमाइंड मी आफ्टर दिस evil black magic hospital story. I said, yo, Meenu Crasto G. I thought I had a rap on my brain.
Oh God, what is this? She, her, and all. Nowadays, what is it? You have to write how your people have to address you, is it?
Where are you talking about?
I'm just reading Meenu Crush. Meenu's introduction. She/her.
Meenu has just mentioned a pronoun.
I can only say Lord Dash King. That's not a pronoun? Holy bap.
He's always behind me to scare you all. Actually, I'm so sorry.
Not as scary as where we were going, but hello Meenu ji, कैसे हैं आप?
Hello, good evening. How are you all?
Very
कुछ बताए तुम्हें?
Missing Cyril actually.
Cyril,
Oh, sorry.
Cyril sir. I
No,
tried
I
an
think
enchilero, but मैं ठीक है.
But then if I start, I have to address you also in that way. So it's good evening is better.
ठीक है, good evening. Jern Zalgo?
Dale.
Okay. See Suresh, that's how it feels. All right, Meenu ji, take it away.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
I can talk to him even Tamil and Malayalam, so don't get all.
See, there you go. There you
क्या
go.
बात
Learn
है।
languages of the nation, my friend.
आज के स्ट्रीम पे दो सुरेश।
Sugam. Thank you.
I actually have a lot of people in my house, so I talk Kannada, I talk Tamil, I talk Telugu as well as Malayalam, and I understand Konkani, a little bit of Marathi.
There you
It's
go.
really nice to hear because both of us are not allowed to talk at home. Anyway, take it away, Meenu.
Okay, see, this is a very old story told to me by one of my family friend, but I don't know whether it was to scare me or whether it was true.
Must be to scare.
So I think because this rumor was going on for a very long time in my neighborhood that time. So
Where is your neighborhood? Today I'm not taking any of the address.
I'm not going to tell the area, but I will tell the place. It's in Bangalore. Okay.
Acha.
So people who know would maybe they might know
Get
that
scared.
it's story. Yeah. So there was this family friend of mine who had a girlfriend when he was in like college and things like that. So they broke up for some reason. And during that time, she was so angry with him that she got married to another guy who happens to be his friend. Yeah. So what happened was, like, they knew each other. This guy also liked her. He's a very good guy and everything was fine. He was a teetotaler, no bad habits, very dedicated. He looked after his family well and all those things. So one day they get married, have one child, and then after that, after about a year, then he's coming back from work and it's like almost in the night, about 12:30 like that. It was just late. He used to work in a mechanic shop or a welding shop or something like that. So there was some project which was happening overnight, so they had to finish fast. Yeah, they had to, like, he had to come by himself in the night later. he was just coming down and it was very desolate. And Bangalore during during 1980, 1996, 7 like that, it was very 7:30 and everything is closed. Like
Isolated. Yeah.
yeah. So he was coming down and then somebody stopped him. Just about half an hour from his workplace, somebody stopped him. And he said it was an old man. So he said, I just need a ride till the next bus stop. Please, can you just give me a ride? He had a cycle there. So he came along with him. He said, okay, chalo, you're an old man now, so you obviously feel concerned and things like that, middle of the night. So he picked him up, dropped him to the bus stop, and then he just left. And then he just turned back and saw, like, okay, he was just concerned saying that whether this guy got into the bus or not. So he just turned back and he was not there. They said, okay, fine, maybe I missed the bus. So he just left. He didn't think too much about it and he just left back home. He went home and then after about 2-3 days, his behavior started changing. He used to come late home every day, even though there was no work also, he used to come late home, but he used to come drunk. He picked up this habit of drinking and it was very weird for everybody around in his house, as well as his they stayed like his in-laws and everything. Everybody used to stay together, so everybody felt like this is really weird. So then this guy, what happened again, he did the same thing every day. He used to have the same problem, to come home drunk, during that time. Okay, by the way, sorry, I had to tell you in the beginning only, there's a trigger warning. The ending is not really good. So you should be little, I don't want to be the person who's spoiling it, but I'm just telling you. So he ends up so badly drunk. Every day it used to progress. During that time, he's married about 3 years now and he has another child. There's 2 children. But he's not coming home as often. He's getting drunk. He's on the street, lying down here and there, and people are getting him, literally carrying him home and things like that. They tried rehab, they tried all sorts of things. Nothing worked. Then again, he went back again to the same cycle and things like that. So it was really getting worse. And I think about 4 to 5 years in the marriage, and he passed away. Don't know what was the thing. He became very bad towards the end, like. So, and even when he was sick, he still kept on drinking. So after all this happened, you know how people start talking and things like that. It's a young chap and he died in his 30s and all those things. So then the conclusion was the guy who he gave a ride to was an already dead person. It's his spirit, and this guy used to drink a lot. Okay, so because of that, this thing happened. Like he got possessed by this particular, whatever
Entity.
spirit. Yeah. So because of that, it's like, he passed away, and that girl was widowed, when she was in her 20s only, and it's a very sad thing. Like, so everybody around my neighborhood was like, talking about this for a very long time actually. So it happens,
Very creepy and unnerving. So that means
And sad too, very sad.
It's sad.
alcohol
And
is
then,
the way to the other side.
Suddenly, all of a sudden, in 5 years span, he started drinking and going down a very bad lane. So it was like really bad.
The spirit forced him to have more spirits.
Maybe, yes, that could be a thing. Like, there's a lot of theory behind it. They say that the bad ones are not exactly spirits. There's certain things to it. Like, I don't want to get into it now. So,
Okay.
Thank
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Meenu.
Meenu.
Thank you.
for having me. I always find it really relaxing
Sure.
listening to you. It's been a long time.
That's
So,
weird.
Thank you.
But all right, thank you.
Thank you.
I am
Alright,
here
thanks.
that way, please. And
I
none of the
didn't-
stories scare me that way.
There's
so
no
don't-
doubt. There's no doubt. Everybody here
Surely
who's
none of
joined
us
our
can-
stream.
But my son is just the exact opposite. He's just exact the opposite. He's very scary. He gets scared like, the smallest of things he gets scared.
It's just, children normally do.
बनता है, बनता है. हम लोग 40s में भी scared.
Usko-
Anyway,
And Meenu is now trying to scare him even more. Don't do that.
just fooling
He's
around.
trying
Chalo.
to scare you all actually.
That's fine. Tell him I'm scared.
Yeah, I told him that's the reason he's so happy that he scares someone else.
All right. Take
Okay,
care, guys.
bye.
Okay, bye. Good night. Take care.
Good night.
Kids. Kids.
Yeah, kids. So
Right.
that's
Fun
it. Or
energy.
so today there are 2, 3 old persons who actually led people astray. So today is the day of the old people,
Oh,
old
like
ghosts.
today's all the stories where the
That
ghosts are leading
lady,
people around.
yeah, old lady from Mongolia who gave that tea to those people. The old guy who gave them the se niklo, they were stuck in a loop. And again, this old man who said, "Mujhe bus stop tak chhod do."
I had a similar story when I was young. There was a lady who would keep making me go to my room and clean it.
Ah,
Yeah.
old lady, you said.
It was my mom.
Yeah, tomorrow you get some pastings tomorrow, man.
Exactly. Anyway, okay, here we go. Suresh, this one is on you.
Oh God, no, that's not
Evil
black.
black magic hospital story. He's also got special lighting going on. Sir, please आप unmute कर दो.
Can you hear me now?
I
Oh
can hear
yeah.
you.
All right.
कितना खुश है भाई.
Oh, so sorry, आपका net खराब है.
सुरेश
No, no,
कितना
sorry.
बड़ा हरामी.
माफ करना.
I
आपका
thought
net.
कि मैं हरामी
Suresh,
मत सुरेश ना.
But
आपका
Suresh,
net. Yeah.
thank you for rooting for me. Almost Hoezaay almost forgot about me.
He's a router है वो.
Router.
Wi-Fi router है वो.
Just tell me one thing. ये लाइट अच्छा है या थोड़ा सा ऐसे?
सर जितना आप कम दिखे उतना अच्छा लगे. I'm just kidding. Whatever you're comfortable with,
Alright.
buddy, no worries.
All right.
You just
So
a trigger
audience
warning.
good?
Just a trigger warning. आपका net थोड़ा डामाडोल लग रहा है, बीच में आप
नहीं
freeze
नहीं
हो गए
चल
थे.
रहा है.
अभी चल रहा है बराबर से.
The
ठीक है.
audio is good.
Yes.
Audio is good.
Audience is very
Perfect.
good.
Sir, audio बोल रहे हैं.
हाँ और ऑडियो भी आज बहुत अच्छा है.
All right. So before starting the story, I think मैं इस stream पे सबसे ज़्यादा बार आया हूँ. This is my 5th time. और
नहीं
I
नहीं
always-
सुरेश has been here more than you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So I'll just take 1 minute before I start the story. Actually, I wanted to start a YouTube channel from a long time, but
Okay.
क्योंकि मैं इस stream पे इतनी बार आ चुका हूँ, तो मेरे को इतना confidence आया that I published my first vlog yesterday. So
Hey,
thanks to you
congrats,
guys.
bro.
Hey,
Thanks to
wow,
you guys.
congrats, man.
That's an
Yeah.
unexpected outcome of the stream, but I'm so
Very,
happy for
very,
you. That's
very
great.
unexpected. Yeah. So I
Oh,
wanted to
great.
thank you for that. Okay. So back to story now. This is a story from the 90s, and I heard this story from a very legendary writer in India, and he asked me a question before narrating the story to me. So I'm gonna ask the same question to you. You
Okay.
can answer the question at the end of the story. All right. Okay. So he asked me, "Are you afraid of ghosts?" So I said, "Yeah." He said, "We all are horrified of something that we don't understand. We are afraid of ghosts because we don't understand the world. But what if we understood the world? क्या हम जब भी डरेंगे? है ना? So you can answer this question at the end of the story. All right. So the story starts. The story is about 2 people. Okay. One guy named Vijay, which is a doctor. Okay. Another guy. You can have that bite. You can have that bite, bro.
Vijay,
Vijay is a doctor. He's a 22-year-old boy, 22, 24-year-old boy, very young boy. And he moved to a new town to get a job in a hospital. Okay. Same day, a patient gets admitted for cancer in the same hospital. But that patient is coming from the jail. He was a prisoner over there. He got diagnosed with cancer, and that's why he got admitted over here. Okay, so the time passes by, and this guy Vijay joins the night duty in the hospital. All right, so these two are getting meeting each other very often. You know, Vijay उनके पास आता है और पूछता है कि आपकी तबीयत कैसी है, और ये काफी समय तक चला. काफी समय माने 1 साल 1.5 साल तक अच्छे से चला.
Okay.
और that patient's name is Kali. Okay. Yeah. So Vijay and Kali. So, and Kali's situation is just getting worse day by day. He's in a lot of pain, and his family is also there. there's a concept of euthanasia where you're allowed to kill a patient who is suffering from a
Legally.
legally. So that Kali demanded for it, but his family denied. Okay, so their bond grew so strong that one day Kali requested Vijay that I want to ask you something. Can you please kill me? I'm unable to suffer this pain of this disease. But Vijay is new to this profession, and a doctor's job is to save life, not to kill someone, right? He goes home, he give it a lot of thought, but he's a very naive boy, so he finally decides that okay, I'll do this. He asked me to do something. He's a nice man. We are getting bonded. We are getting bonded very good, and I'll do this for him. Next day, Vijay goes to the hospital and he takes the required medicine to put him to permanent sleep. And he comes to his bed at the midnight, and Kali smiles. Finally, Kali is thinking that okay, I am finally getting relief from this, painful disease. Vijay pulls out the injection and give him the meds. Now Kali is dead. In the morning, doctor announces him dead, and there's a lot of media outside the hospital because he was a prisoner and he died in a hospital. But Vijay was unaware of it. He knew that he's a prisoner, but he didn't know that he was so famous in this town. Okay. So the next morning, when all the doctors are chatting in the canteen, one of his colleagues said that, "Oh, did you hear that Kali guy? He died this morning." So Vijay very uncomfortably said, "Yeah, I heard that." That the doctor said, "I shouldn't say this, but I'm really glad he's out of our hospital." So Vijay said, "What? Why? Why are you saying this? Someone died." Bro, he said, "Bro, you didn't know him. He was a heavy practitioner of black magic. I was even scared of going close to him, give him some medicine every day." Vijay didn't give it a much thought because he was bonded with Kali and he didn't suspected anything wrong with him. Vijay goes home and goes to sleep. In the middle of the night, Vijay wakes up suddenly out of thirst, and he goes to the kitchen, and suddenly he feels like there's someone standing in the hallway. He turns around, but there's no one there. He goes back to his bed, and he was just about to sleep, and he hears a knock from under the bed, like someone is knocking on the bed from under. Vijay gets out and he looks down, and Kali is sleeping there. He gets freaked out and he faints. Finally Vijay, when he gets to his finally usko hosh aata hai, his whole family is around him and asking what happened, why are you on the floor, and what happened. So he's saying, actually, there was a patient in my hospital, he's dead, and I saw him under my bed. This family asked, "Oh, maybe it was such a bad dream, just get up, it's all right." Suddenly he looks away and Kali is sitting on the sofa. In the morning, he's sitting on the sofa looking at Vijay. And Vijay totally freaks out. That he didn't understand what the hell is going on. Kali is not speaking anything. He's not saying anything. He's just sitting on a sofa and staring to Vijay. Now, this started happening every day. Now, he's brushing his teeth. Kali standing behind him. And he's taking a bath. Kali standing there. He's in the hospital and sitting in the canteen. Kali sitting next to him.
Montage
Now
shots.
basically it's a visual story I'm trying to visualize while telling them. Yeah. So he tells this to his colleague, and he said that, "Bro, I think you're just getting freaked out. Don't tell people all this because you will get your license revoked if someone gets to know that you killed a patient." But Vijay is a very naive kid, so he thought maybe it's my, मुझे पछतावा हो रहा है और मुझे इसका प्रायश्चित करना चाहिए. So maybe I should go and tell his family that I killed him. He goes to his family, and Kali is walking right behind him. But Kali stops at the door. Vijay goes in, and there's Kali's wife and his son. He told them that he tell them all the story, and Kali's son is freaking out. I mean, he's angry. You can see him like he's about to punch Vijay. His Kali's son just hold Vijay and say, "Why did you kill him? You didn't. You don't know what you did. Now nobody can stop him." Oh, Vijay didn't understand what's going on. So he's like, "What do you mean nobody can stop him? He's dead." So finally, his wife, Kali's wife, tell him that he was a very, very big practitioner of black magic, and in the jail, he learned this vidya where he can transfer his soul to another body only if he was killed by someone else, not die naturally or just by age. So he's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna sit and wait for you to die, so that the moment you die, he can get inside your body and live your life again. So this happens, and now Vijay have no idea what to do and what not. So अभी यही चल रहा है बहुत समय तक. But no matter how dark things are, if you spend some time with it, you get a little bit used to it, And one day, finally, Vijay is doing some operation in the hospital, and as usual, Kali is just right behind him, and that patient is about to die. And he just remembers that Kali's wife told him that the only way for you to get rid of him is that if you kill somebody and his soul gets transferred to another body that you will kill, then you'll get rid of him. Yeah. So the Vijay is trying to figure out that should I kill this patient who is I'm operating on, or should I live my whole life like hell with him? Because I didn't do anything wrong. He just used me, And he's finally trying to decide, okay, I'm gonna kill this patient and I'm gonna get rid of him. He's getting confused and conflicted with his own thoughts. And finally, he decides that, okay, I'm not gonna kill him. He treats that guy and get the operation done and walks out of the operation theater. In that moment, that Vijay realizes that, okay, he might be a ghost, but he has no power over me. He can't do anything to me. He can just scare me, but he can't do anything until I am dead. So slowly, Vijay just stopped getting afraid of him. So then the writer told me this whole story. So this story was like, and until date, because it has happened to a real doctor from 90s, and when this story was told to that writer, the doctor, he met the doctor, and he told them that he's still sitting all there, but he can't do anything to me. So that was the question, that if you understand that, okay.
Got it.
Yeah. That was the
I
question.
think Ritik should play Kali.
Yeah.
No.
Manoj
Amir should play the other
play
guy.
the Kali. No, Manoj Vajpayee should play the Kali.
Oh,
Okay, listen,
Manoj Vajpayee is amazing.
I have
Manoj
figured
Vajpayee,
out the cast and all.
No,
हाँ
but
हमको
one second,
पता है
what-
ये script है.
Which OTT you want to give this to?
cast.
Are you planning a film or are you planning a series out of this?
I would love to make a short film on this, because it's not a very detailed story. It's just
Nah, then short film nahi chahiye, bhai. Short film nahi chahiye. Short
Suresh
film don't work.
gone into MX player mode over here. He's like,
Sir,
नहीं आपके पास.
I am all up for a project. If you need me, I'll come.
Yeah, I got a concept. I got a proposal for you.
What the hell
और
is
इससे
happening?
भूत सब भूल जाएगा. So in fact, I just need some around 20-30 crores right now.
Oh,
Oh, he
Please give that to
pivoted to
me.
you asking him for money. Straight. It's very strange. What the hell is going on? Okay, we reached the end of our stream, guys.
Oh,
Take care, buddy.
So
Thanks for
still
joining us. A
11:31.
very interesting script. Please tell the writer of this story ki he did a great job. He wrote a lot. He spent a lot of time on it, and I hope his
No,
YouTube channel
was a
does
lucky
well.
chance. It was a lucky chance to meet him. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
meet him again, I guess.
I hope his
Yeah.
YouTube channel does well. All right, take care, buddy.
Take
Take
care.
care. Bye bye.
Bra.
Sweet guy Suresh. If you need a horror writer, he gets the twists and the turns and all. And you can go and ask him कि ये किधर हो गया and all.
मैं आराम से कर सकता हूँ. मेरे से I just need a story. क्या बोलते हैं? Story room. उसका सब.
This is how I feel sometimes when I'm listening to some stories. This is how I feel.
Nice.
Burgir. Anyway, Mega Chand. Hello, hi everyone. It's me, Potato. Mega Chand. This is a failed character. Suresh, failed filters.
nice
जिसका
one.
कुछ काम नहीं है. Hello, I'm Mr. Potato. Mega Chand. Thank you so much, Mega Chand. Mega as in mega, not mega like Mega Transformers. I don't know why I keep explaining that. So yeah, another rule. Okay. Interesting. ये अलग type का story है. It's more of a like a storyline than a story. Suresh, you okay? That's how Suresh feels when he's listening to some stories.
Yeah.
Guys, I think that was a great session. खींचना नहीं चाहिए और.
Correct.
खींचना
बिल्कुल
नहीं
नहीं. बिल्कुल नहीं.
But
मुझे
we
लगता है
can chill.
यहाँ.
We can just chat for some time. Suresh, next week is going to be wild. And you better come with your questions, okay? Yeah, I communicate my feelings through filters now. Oh, by the way, don't forget, iske baad aa jana. As soon as the stream ends, come to the Discord server. They'll be doing ghost stories. Hopefully, you'll hear some really good ghost stories over there all the way till 4:30 in the morning. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the stream. Go to Mr. Menon's Instagram. He's in Goa currently. Just leave him a couple of likes and messages. Menon sir, क्या plan है अगला हफ्ते के लिए?
पीछे लीव्स उठ रहा है, मेरा बाल भी उठ रहा है.
Oh yeah, how are you doing that? What a psychopath you are. Yeah.
मजा आ गया.
What लगी पड़ी है sir? क्या बताऊँ आपको? Yeah, so I was saying Jay Alani next week. You guys can look him up, check out all his stuff and all. But he's
Jay Alani
visited
joining us
next week.
How sweet.
So Suresh, he has apparently gone to like some 40 haunted houses.
Wow.
And ऐसा नहीं है कि he's running around saying हाँ इधर सब जगह भूत ही है and all. Some interesting insights, and that's what I think will be really fun to talk to him about, because see, you and me, we love talking about ghosts and all, but the जाने में no.
Oh yeah.
No.
But
So finally,
it's always
someone
scary.
with guts.
अपने घर पे जाओ.
Yeah. Hi Sash.
ठीक है.
Good. I'm glad you're having a good time, and you typed the message 3 times. means having a really good time. So I hope you're enjoying it. Please continue. ठीक है, देखते हैं. We'll have a conversation. We'll have a meeting of everyone together, and we'll decide
all
कि
the
scripted
relevant
stories
stakeholders.
relevance.
नहीं, scripted stories नहीं होना चाहिए, because I think what the खुद के जो stories सुनी हुई stories है, कहानियां है, stories that people have heard, and when they're talking about those, it's lots more fun. Scripted में क्या होता है ना, I could see this boy looking down and then reading, so it थोड़ा बोर हो जाता है. पर personal experiences मजा आता है सुनने में,
I know how you feel. Also, like somebody, I think Omelette mentioned it in the chat. They said some of the fun is in the imperfection.
Yeah,
the oohs and ahs and the
Yes.
ay, and the the live reaction.
And
Look at us, like as if we're doing judging India's Got Talent. वो
इस
आपकी जो
कहानी
हरकतें
जिस तरीके से
हैं
बिल्कुल. हाय, मैं सोनू निगम, और जिस तरीके से
मैं
आपने कहानी सुना,
सुनो
सोनू से निगम, जिस तरीके से आपने स्टोरी सुनाया, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, और बहुत ही मिठास वाली स्टोरी थी. लेकिन इसमें 15 लोग मर गए, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, खून भी मीठा था.
Listen, we would love to discuss the Twitter madness. Just go to Twitter and type Twitter in the search bar, and you'll get all the juice. Is that the right word? Juice? The tea. You get all the
No,
tea.
but tell me
Juice, I said.
something.
Do you
So
want the tea?
now, if you want to be a part of Twitter, also you have to pay them $700 a month.
No,
is it?
you don't have to pay anyone anything, yeah. The idea was, oh God, I don't want to discuss this nonsense,
Okay,
but
we'll talk later.
देखो वो remember how we used to discuss before कि and KRK wanted to be verified. People were like, अरे मेरे को verified होने का है भाई, verified, and verified was a big deal. But to be honest, the only person who can really verify you is yourself. I mean, with the help of the government. But you know what I'm saying,
Honestly,
right?
I completely agree with you, sir.
So what's happening now is that some people, they bought those packages.
Oh.
Apparently, allegedly, they bought those $8 packages. They got the blue check marks, and then they started posting like they were some real accounts, and then it created a lot of issues. And I don't want to say anything because it's all alleged right now. I don't even know what, you know how it is these days. You don't know what is true, what is not. But but it's a dumpster fire basically waiting to happen. And the verification was there to start off with only to say ki tum verified ho. Now then they added another official mark under that. You can pay for verification. It छोड़ो sir. We'll maybe
Crazy, crazy.
adbut things 2025 में. Sir,
ठीक है.
once again I'm under the water. I'm calling you. It's very wet over here. I'm asking again. We have to do love advice.
Yes.
Cyril Diabrio expressed himself strangely about
Mhm.
love and all, but he said that he would like to meet you.
Oh, sure. I would like
Yeah.
to. Let's do it because I think it's a good idea. So let us do it.
So we'd like to meet you and discuss, sir, हम क्या कर
Sure.
सकते हैं, especially Suresh Mellon.
Suresh Mellon.
Elon Musk, Suresh Mellon. अरे Suresh, you're a competing
Suresh Elon.
CEO name.
Suresh Elon. Oh, right,
Hey,
man.
Leave me alone, please leave me
And
alone.
I think over the years कानमस से मैंने काफी सारे अच्छे इन्वेंशंस की बात भी की है. तो मुझे
फिर
लगता है कि जिस तरीके से मैंने अप्लाई किया आपकी कंपनी में, इलॉन से ज्यादा सैलरी तो मुझे मिलना चाहिए.
काफी सुरेश सर,
अरे
मेरे घर के ऊपर तार में हूँ, अक्षय कुमार है, मेरे को मत मार, अरे बार हर what? Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah, give me a beat, give me a fat beat, oh yeah. एक मिनट sir. To the moon now says Hoezaay, how's Ragnarok? Hope you're enjoying it. Oh my God, it is amazing. And I'm only an hour and a half into God of War Ragnarok, but it is
Sorry, I'm
freaking
yawning.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure. अरे
I think that's it. We've reached the end. अभी मैं बटन दबाने वाला हूँ. Please bring back love
Please
story.
दबा.
Just करेंगे. बहुत कुछ करना है. अभी now I feel like how सुरेश वो साल खत्म होने को हो रहा है. So I feel like अभी wait करते हैं.
नेक्स्ट ईयर को डिसीजन लेते हैं. लेट्स हैव बोर्ड मीटिंग एंड ऑफ दिस मंथ.
Yeah, ऐसे बोलने में क्या जाता है? ना?
आई एम सीरियस अबाउट इट.
Chubita Tari says, you guys need to check out this anime called Ghost Stories, English dub right now. Hilarious stuff. Thank me later. Check it out, Chubita. Dipankar says, return my girlfriend. That's it. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Sorry for starting late and I'm a little under the weather, but isn't everybody? Because the weather's outside and you are under it.
Oh.
आ जाओ अपना डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर में. थैंक यू मॉड्स, थैंक यू हरामी चैट एंड एवरीवन. ओ यस, क्रॉस प्रमोटिंग माय प्रीवियस वीडियो. प्लीज इसी यूट्यूब चैनल पे आई हैव मेड एन अनबॉक्सिंग ऑफ द गॉड ऑफ वॉर कलेक्टर्स एडिशन. प्लीज आप देख लीजिएगा, उधर एक दो कमेंट्स मारो, मजा लो. एंड लाइक वी सेड, डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब टू गुड चैनल्स. एंड ऑल्सो दिस वन, इफ पॉसिबल, पुट योर हैंड्स टुगेदर, rub them, move them up and down, put your hands up in the air like you just don't care. Where is the filter gone? क्योंकि हमारे साथ सुरेश मेनन, तालियां. Oh my God, head banging, Voldemort head. सुरेश जी, प्लीज मेरे को एक हेवी मेटल गिटार रिफ दे सकते हो आप?
Chang, chang. Hey, I'll give it in Sachin's voice. Chang, 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 I like chang, chang, chang.
मेरा सिर में दर्द हो रहा है. इस तरह नहीं करना चाहिए था. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Mr. Consistency, Mr. Viscosity, Suresh Mellon.
And ladies and gentlemen, for the guy who has been behind this all, the one and
अरे मेरा
only
flight.
Hoezaay Kovako.
Thank you. हाँ, खत्म सुरेश, चलो बटन दबा रहा हूँ. चलो, have a good one. Suresh, thank you, buddy. Come here, let me give you a kiss.
Oh, okay. Let's see. ठीक है, बाद में लाइट्स ऑफ कर फिर.
अरे मैं बंद ही करने वाला तो ये अल्ट्राजियन फिर से मैसेज भेज दिया. अल्ट्राजियन, थैंक यू सो मच. आपकी वजह से हमारा पूरा स्ट्रीम चौपट हो गया. ये लास्ट में आपने पूरा डिस्ट्रैक्शन कर दिया, बट थैंक यू वेरी मच वसूली भाई. गुड नाइट सुरेश. एक और बार पास में इधर इधर.